actually working? It's actually working. Oh, thank goodness. All right. I was afraid I was going to have a problem. Okay, so welcome to the stream today. Actually, I probably shouldn't waste time saying welcome to the stream for another 5 minutes, because it takes 5 minutes for people to show up. Quick overview of what we're going to do. And I'm going to do it slowly. Oh, got some people slowly filtering in. So, today's stream, we're going to be playing some more Fallout 4. I'm going to be jumping back into William, and we're going to move through the story some more. But as an add-on to that, we're going to continue our discussion from the other day. And so because of that, V is joining us. You there, man? He's supposed to be there.
4 or 5 button presses away, but I'm here.
Ah, there you are. There you are. Okay, cool. All right, well, let me just jump in on William. And as we're loading, we shall discuss. So, a few weeks ago, we had a very long discussion about the base 4 perks for each stat, and then additionally the 5th perk, and then also the 6th perk in perception. This all because we were talking about Norm, who of course is 4s in all stats and all that stuff. I've mentioned him before multiple times, so we won't worry about that. But we decided that while I'm playing today, we could continue doing our discussion and discussing each perk, with the added inconvenience that I will be playing. And so therefore V is going to have to be the one reading off what each perk does, and then we can have a discussion on it. I have 245 rounds, by the way. That's not going to work well with this machine gun. Anyway, so let me first open up my Pip-Boy and see what quest I want to throw myself on. Not Vault-Tec calling. Not Oberlin Station. I believe I already have the castle. Did I get the castle? Yeah, taking Independence. Alright, cool. So, whoops. So we don't have to worry about that. So, and we don't care about the Brotherhood anymore. So, I guess it's time to run some Boston After Dark.
Boston what now?
I need to start running quests for the railroad.
Oh, I see.
And that dead drop is in a really annoying spot.
Human-ish rights.
The fastest way for me to get there is to jump to Old North Church. So I guess that's where I'm going. Alright. So if we want to start our discussion, I guess we're in strength. Number 6.
Well, at the moment, I've made the wonderful mistake of opening the game unmodded when all my saves are modded, so I'm currently in Sean's bedroom.
Oh. Well, we need a little bit of time for you to get there then. That's fine. So, yeah, just our general discussion last time, we kind of gave a bit of a feel for which perks we like early game versus which ones we don't. And gave a little bit of a weight for each one.
We also talked about the ones where a lot of people don't like these perks, but when you read them, you realize they're designed so that you entirely change how you play the game.
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing we did come across was just the sheer number of perks that when you poke at them, you realize, oh, this is the gym. This is where all the lead is. You realize just how much the game players really were favoring VAT-style playthroughs, and why it might be a thing you want to add to your playthrough. Alright. I'm presently still unnoticed. But something's sensing me. That's fine. As long as I'm staying on the roads, I shouldn't get into too many fights. So, I'll crack this open to start, so we know where we're
May as
starting
well do some
from.
progress while I'm doing my clerical work in the background
Well,
here.
I'm just gonna see what our number 6 perk is. So number 5 perk for strength was, of course, heavy guns, and as we mentioned, if you do get heavy guns and the bobblehead, you will have all of the different damage upgrades unlocked. Because, you know, Demolition Experts is explosives, Heavy Gunner is heavy guns, obviously, and all the other ones are further up the tree. The actual level 6 strength is strong back. So,
Yes, the 1/3 of another perk that's infinitely better.
yes, well, so strong back in this case, we'll just go over this quickly. I'm just going to read off what they do. I'm pretty sure, yeah, all it does, so the first two give you an additional 25 carry weight for each level. The third level, which you can only get at level 20 or higher, is when you're over encumbered, you can use action points to run. You still can't fast travel, but you can run.
That is really important.
And then at the 4th level, you can fast travel. And at the 5th level, running costs half the action points when over encumbered. So basically, you really don't care if you're heavy anymore.
Carry weight is just a suggestion.
Well, there are still some
Mostly.
negative side effects. You're forced to move at the slow walking pace. So you know there's 3 paces in this game. There's the slow walk, which is, I will demonstrate now, that's this speed. That's pretty slow. I know you're not watching, V, but you know it's the one
As simple as toggling your slow walk move.
Then you got the standard walk, which is what I'm doing now. I believe I need to cross this river. What do we got? Stash, Lexa. Who are these people? Let's put my gun away for now. Whoops. I said put my gun away. Wrong key.
Well, at least you didn't
run.
throw a grenade by accident.
Hi guys, bye guys.
You look like you could use a little pick-me-up.
Oh, it's a vendor, a traveling vendor.
Who are you?
I'm
That a
Stash,
salesman?
friendly traveling chem dealer. I don't mind the crew. You're just overprotective.
All right, let's have a look.
Exactly what you need.
Dude, now I'm trying to guess what the
Okay.
level 6 perk is
Unimpressive.
for
For the other ones.
perception.
So yeah, there's a suicider
no, we
that
went over
saw
that
me, and
That was night person.
her guards aren't moving, so guess I have to talk to them.
If you're not here for the good stuff, get lost.
Okay, let's just talk to each of them so they stop being stuck in place.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna try anything.
Oh, sure. That's what they all say before pulling a gun.
Oh, these AI, they really understand how most players play this game. A lot of players just walk up, and it's like, oh, someone's selling something. Let me just shoot them all and take their stuff.
And then you realize none of their stuff is there.
Let's check
Or most of their stuff isn't there.
Oh, just a second. Someone's about to blow up.
You were dealing with a super mutant
Oh.
incident.
Well, at least I'm not the one who killed them. I feel slightly less bad about that.
Now you get half their inventory. Take it while you can.
Oh, did they all die? Yep. Well, mine. I
I'm
will
pretty
take
sure
your
if even
bullet.
one guard survives just trying to loot the body, we'll get that guard aggressive on you.
Oh no, it was a super mutant suicider, and they were all too close. They are all very
Yeah,
dead.
I'm aware. But even trying to open the inventory of the dead guys from the suicider will make the last survivor, if there was one, probably turn aggressive.
Well, like I said, good news. Or bad news?
I mean, you get to take all their armor and sell it to Trudy.
Hmm. I found money on all of them, but that's not a surprise. It was a vendor, after all. Plus, I have Cap Collector, so you know, that's also to be expected. Also, just remembered, I'm on the wrong screen. If someone starts chatting, I won't know. Going back. Alright, there we go.
You need to maintain that conversation.
Yeah, I feel bad about that one time. Okay.
Wow. The female character is a lot more calm when she opens the other cryopod.
Yeah, she really is.
Do I really need to be vague about spoilers for the intro of this game?
No.
I mean, the
At-
opening room
At this
is
point, no.
not subtle. Ooh, just 4-inch. That's got a gear in it.
Ooh, Mirelurk. Excuse me.
Also, the official biggest limiting factor for producing defense turrets in your starting towns is the amount of gears you've stockpiled. Because it takes 2 gears per defense turret.
Got him in the head. Where's the other one? I heard another one get up.
Doopa 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 doopa
Would have been
red
more worthwhile if
roach.
I got him in the head as soon as I started. I heard another one get up. He's not here. Oh well, whatever.
Doopa doopa doo.
Just jump on this car.
Clerical work, everybody's friend.
No one's here. All right,
Getting
gimme.
past that intro everyone's seen a dozen times.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. I love how I can get his tape, but I don't have to listen to it. Oh, super mutant camp nearby. I'm practically standing in it.
Fun thing to note though, outside the basic damage perks, your equipment is the heart and soul of your damage scaling.
I guess so.
So if you can get your hands on any kind of late game stuff, it becomes a lot easier to play the game.
True.
Now, I'm not saying go fight a super mutant behemoth to try and get its super sledge. That's a good way to wind up with deaditis, but
I'm sorry, I found an interesting looking building, and I imagine it's got something interesting going on here, so I want to walk up to it. Oh,
if you can take out one of the
What is
mercenaries
this?
outside that one asylum off to the east of Sanctuary, you can get a early combat rifle.
Yeah.
Well, sure, it's using 45. It's not super great at the beginning, but if you
I
upgrade,
find a
that's
decent amount of
basically a
45
late
ammo.
game rifle.
That shop is completely inaccessible and has a super unique design, but right. I'm going here.
All right, the last one that comes around the corner. Do.
All right.
Like, I didn't think escaping a vault would become boring, but here we are.
I mean, I think that's the number one problem with these games in general is escaping the vault will always kind of eventually become dull.
Oh, hey, I've finally picked up a Pip-Boy. We'll be ready to go on the conversation of
Now,
perks and things in a few minutes.
okay, these are the
Or a few seconds, anyway.
toilets. Now you watch, I'm only getting confused because I missed the place I was supposed to go in.
Are you in Boston proper, then?
Boston. I'm at Bunker Hill.
Oh, yeah, you're in eastern Boston proper.
Ah, here, you have to come in from this side. This is the official
Or
door.
are you at Cambridge?
Not in Cambridge.
Complicated.
I'm in Boston.
Okay, I'm just gonna push a big red button real quick.
We need to have a conversation.
I'm gonna Stop that
Got my
animation
attention.
right
I'm
away
always
and open my
looking for
pip boy.
people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations. From what I hear, you may fit the bill.
Hopefully that annoying buzzing will not go on
I
when I
live for
open my
danger.
thing.
Where do I sign up?
Alright.
I like your enthusiasm.
Right.
By the
Anyway.
way, I'm Edward.
Okay,
I
knock
found-
down the tree.
I
You'll
found
mostly
Edward
work for
Deegan.
me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first.
Hmm.
His name is Jack Cabot.
Cabot
He
House
likes to
employee.
personally interview everyone I hire.
Yeah, Cabot
Please,
House
careful
is
like that.
the place
Come down to Cabot
that
House and
owns
meet the
that
mill.
asylum that I was
Ask
talking
to
about.
Talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
I don't know if they get angry at you for killing those mercs before meeting them.
I wouldn't have known what they were. Anyway, I'm here for business.
So,
I'm Meg.
we already
You
talked
ready to
about
go?
Night Person
For 10
last
caps,
time.
I can give you the tour. Nobody knows a place like me.
And we'll leave Refractor for when we get to the level 7 things, I suppose.
Sure, I'll take the tour.
Caps up front.
So,
The market's in the
for
back, the bar's in the
endurance,
corner, and the outhouse is over the wall. Bye.
we have a little something called Rad Resistant.
What a little brat.
Oh, what happened?
Meg, she offers you a tour of the place, and then she literally just gives you directions.
Welcome, my friend.
Yeah,
Might
she's
I ask,
she's a
do
sleazy
you
one.
have a Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
You? I
Just
was
say when you're
expecting
ready to do
someone
the
of
proper
your
perk stuff.
Alright, I'm just
persuasion.
talking to
You're
Stockton.
with our mutual friends, yes?
Alright, that should take you a
That's
little bit
right.
of time there,
It's
because
always nice to make new friends. You've just joined,
of
haven't you?
things.
All you need to know is
Oh, right,
this
you're
is the
doing the
first
railroad
stop
thing.
for all
Well,
our new
that'll be a bit.
So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays.
Like, there are
is
some things you just
crucial.
don't want to spoiler about a game, because
A
maybe
trader
someone's not
always
come
has to
across
market
it,
his
but
merchandise sufficiently.
when you're talking
Exactly.
about the literal,
My current
unavoidable,
adventure's been in my
unskippable
possession for too
intro.
long. I'm supposed to
I mean,
do
everybody's heard
things
about
to
Vault
save
111
this
and what
new
happens
country,
to you in there.
but
Yeah.
raiders have complicated matters. So
And most
if
people,
you could-
emphasis on most, have
Facilitate
guided Preston and
delivery.
his friends
I can do
to
that.
Sanctuary.
We're supposed to make the delivery at night. So once you clear out the undesirables, we'll meet after the sun sets.
But not everybody's done the railroad quests.
That's true.
He's gonna roll on up here.
Alright. I've spoken to Stockton.
Hey, no offense.
I assume at the tail end of this loading screen.
I'm just here between jobs.
Alright, I don't really...
Hill is like a home away from home. Only place caravan folk have to mingle together, you know?
Is there anything worth stealing in Bunker Hill?
You would theft from a major town?
I mean, technically, no. But things I can acquire without them becoming particularly perturbed would be useful.
You mean scavenging from oddly not theft containers?
Yes, that's equally valid.
Mom runs the surgery, so you better be nice to me.
Do 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 eventually doing things.
Okay. So they've done some stuff with the setup here on Bunker Hill. It looks like
Alright.
it's a little broken.
Well, they've built some walls. There's, entertainingly enough, there is a toilet that overhangs outside the wall.
Yeah? I can see the bridge that I crossed from here, which means
You can actually see a lot of things from there.
I could have just come straight here instead of having to go to that stupid box.
Now, I'm going to avoid
It also means I
spoilers,
went that
but
way and I could have gone that
let's
way.
just say this town's going to be important later.
I mean, I imagine it will be. It's Bunker Hill. They did take an interest in doing a lot of stuff with the security. Oh, well, hello.
As far as I remember, it's the only other major town besides Diamond City.
There's a book at the top of Bunker Hill's tower.
Which one?
Live and love.
Perfect.
Well,
Permanently
that's where
gain
that one is,
25% XP from persuading men. Well, that's because
Yeah.
it's a book about from the Manhunter. There's stuff I can steal here. I won't steal it though. They might get mad at me.
Don't you be a thief.
I was impressed. I could actually see the people walking over there. Can I shoot them though? Probably not. I doubt I have the range. But it'd be funny if I could. Oh, now the annoying part of this location. Going back down. Just make it easy. I'll just walk in a circle. Technically works.
There we are. Now I can see what you're up to.
See what I'm doing? I'm walking in circles.
Yeah, you just passed a lamppost a few seconds ago.
Best not to talk to the raiders. They can get rough.
So Bunker Hill gets raiders as customers sometimes? That's interesting.
Yeah, apparently.
Anyway. There are shops here. It's a nice place to know about. I could well...
It's an alright place, but once again, it's the only other major town besides, well, Diamond City.
Yeah, I guess. Everywhere else is just kind of a sort of there.
Or a raider
so
base.
I came in a side door, looks like. Because I
Yeah,
imagine...
there's actually a big main doorway.
Yeah. I found it.
Did you lockpick your way in?
No.
Okay, good, because I'm pretty sure they get mad about that.
I had someone talk to me, and I didn't see them. And I tried to do an animation where I talked to them, and then I broke it. Oh well. Pop this. Alright, well, I'm just roaming around town again now, so we can talk about perks. So, yeah, the carrying perk, the strong back perk is basically just a perk to make carrying capacity not really matter so much. Ooh.
It still kind of matters, just not near as much as it used to.
Yeah, I just found a combat rifle. And a bunch of 45 ammo. Alright,
Night Person was that intelligence and perception thing we talked about last time.
Yeah, we skip perception, so we go to the next one.
And now we're on to brand new things.
No
Rad
one's
resistant.
here. You didn't see me.
So,
Oh,
when
they're
you
over
first
there.
read Rad Resistant, you assume, oh, this is going to be just like Toughness, and it is just like Toughness, but different. But it only goes to level 4, so it seems like it might even be worse. However, the best armors in the game usually don't give you very much radiation resistance.
Yeah, it actually has some major use to it simply because radiation resistance is not something you normally get.
No, it just doesn't happen.
Sorry, bro. No more body for you.
Now, if I remember correctly, you get some really good, like, straight up hazmat suit stuff that
Damn.
has a couple hundred
Yeah.
radiation resist, so it's not better than that, but you don't want to be walking around in that when you run across, say, a Deathclaw or something out in the crater.
Yeah.
Bad things happen.
I gotta pay attention
So,
when I find armor
It's
now.
good when you can find the time to put it into your build, but most of the time you realize, I want a different perk than this. I'll just wear the radiation suit.
Yeah, exactly.
Or power armor. Power armor works too. Moving on down to charisma, however. We are both very familiar with this perk. Local leader.
Ah, yes.
You must be this friendly to own a town.
Well, something like that. I'm not gonna go in there. I don't need to. But yeah, the local leader perks give you access to like additional things you can build and construct in towns, which makes things much more effective.
But that's the second rank, which comes at level 14.
Yeah.
The first rank makes it so you can sacrifice one population from a town to make this town and that town share their inventory.
Run away.
So that person disappears until you make that supply line stop. And that one person will just constantly be doing that, but you can't find them anywhere. And as far as I can tell, your supply line can't be attacked.
There we go.
But rank 2 is the only way to undo the
Lame.
classic mistake of, oops, I just destroyed my cooking station.
I don't know what you're
while
talking
trying to
about.
get
I
rid of a
didn't do that.
campfire.
I only
And
did
make
that.
it so this town, which has no ability to make stuff or upgrade or fix anything, can now have all of that.
Yeah.
And you can give your
I
own
know.
towns vendors, which is really convenient, so that you don't have to go all the way to Diamond City for a particularly long loading screen, and then all the way back.
Why do I feel like you're like pointing your finger at me while I'm not looking?
I'm just swinging my arm back and forth. I have not once pointed at my screen yet. So overall, a really good perk, and if you're planning on sticking around in a town the whole game, which people have done a lot,
Yes.
you're going to need it.
That's a weirdly
Absolutely
popular
necessary.
challenge.
Then we head on down to, wait, I said that already. I need a new segue. Hey, look, science. There, done. Intelligence, smart things, yes. You know Gun Nut? This is Gun Nut, but with electricity and lasers. I don't think I need to explain that any more than that. I think
Yeah,
it is
not really.
exactly the same. To the point where the ranks. So your level needs to be higher for the higher ranks of it, because you upgrade lasers with this thing. It's kind of a later game thing than gun. So it kind of averages about 3 levels over.
Hi.
What was this sigh?
Oh, just don't worry about it. It's fine. I was just mad at my, crappy shots. I'll be all right.
You were doing things, and you didn't have a good shot or two, did you?
I was accurate as an old toaster.
Nonsense. The toaster was better. But anyway. So yeah, science is just gun nut with lasers. And a couple levels later into the game for ranks 2 through 4. Notice how a lot of these are not very exciting or doing much new or interesting?
Yeah.
That's just the general idea of rank 6 perks.
Yeah,
Well,
it does get
level 6 perks.
Hey there.
Everything
After all,
This is H2
the agility
22.
one
H2.
is moving target. When you're sprinting, and only when you're sprinting, have 25 more damage resistance and energy resistance.
Actually happy to meet me.
That sounds really fine and dandy until you realize you gotta be jogging around like a wacko and
Fire up the signal.
can't stop to shoot if you're being shot at. It's alright if you're running around whacking people with a bat or something,
Time for me
but
to go.
there's better things for that. We'll get to that later.
Someone will be here shortly.
The rank 2 of it unlocks at level 24
Yeah.
and just gives you 25 more of each.
Yep.
No bells, no whistles, no nothing. So really late game for such a small benefit is like, why? Needless to say, I don't like this one so much. But then there's the final rank at level 44, where sprinting costs half your action points. Now, in this game,
Yep.
there are two ways to get around. You fast travel or you walk.
Pretty much.
And you are going to get annoyed at how empty your action point bar is when you're trying to get somewhere that you've never been before.
Easy
That
there.
this is going to feel
Don't shoot
very
while
tempting.
Right? I heard
But by
about
the time you're level 44, you
trail,
probably have
switchboard.
already been to all the
Why don't you
annoying
join
to
the
get
team?
to places.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to meet you. Honor's all mine.
However,
Little rattle.
Told you.
this
Oh,
stacks with the final rank of Strongback.
Nice that you're willing to do that for us.
yeah.
Meaning when you're over encumbered, you can just go.
Yeah, you're actually
For
faster when over encumbered than
long
when
time.
not. Ironically.
Because you can just keep going. It's kind of funny, actually.
I actually need to pick a perk.
And I suppose we do have to finish off the level 6 perks. So let's deal with the luck one. And this is
Better
where you
criticals.
immediately realize a theme starting to happen
Yep.
in luck.
I mentioned this when I was
Because
talking
level
about Oliver.
6 is better criticals.
Yep.
So how far have you gone into this with Oliver?
Well, with Oliver, I just pointed out that all of the luck perks from level 6 to the end are literally just, okay, now we're going to make VATS even better because that's where your criticals are stored.
And criticals are dumb.
Alright.
Like the first one is 50% more critical damage. Now a critical already does 150% damage. Or is it 200% damage? Somewhere in there. This is not a increase to 200% or to 250%. It is an increase to 225% or 300%. And that is the first rank.
Yep.
You take better criticals and something else, which we'll get to in a little bit, is over in agility. And you can be doing up to 6 times damage. 7 times damage. With a sneak attack critical. Because you activate the critical on what you know will be a sneak attack.
Yep.
And that's just the first rank. The second rank does, well, let's just double it up.
Sorry, a guy just had rubber feet. I shot him and he sprung like 6 feet in the air.
To the moon.
Oh, I got a critical ready. That's going to make things easier.
And I think you can probably guess what the final rank of this is, because it's not a perk that needs any kind of fancy schmancy this or that. It just goes have more number, bigger number. So of course, the final rank is 2.5 times what criticals used to do.
There's a door here somewhere that'll let me in here. There it is.
Needless to say, if you're going to be using VATS a lot, you're going to want to use this a lot. You can make a build with a weapon that does particularly low damage,
Yep.
but have a whack ton of luck, and all the upper rank luck perks, and nothing can stop you. Because you're basically throwing out a critical hit every 4 shots.
Yeah, it does kind of add up to get a little bonkers. I gotta keep following high rise. Alright, I forgot to... How do I loot this? I guess... Jump loot? Yeah.
There should be bits and pieces of the turret just laying around. They are lootable.
Yeah, but they're not laying around on the... Oh, wait, here's one. There we go. Good thing 10 mil bullets are cheap.
Oh, we're on to the exciting things now.
Quiet.
See, we're at level 7 perks.
Ah, I see.
Now, they're not the best stuff. They're not level 9 perks, but
Yeah. There's some
they're
good
still
stuff in
pretty
level
good.
7. Alright, so
Oh yeah, like
what's the strength one?
steady aim,
Ah, yes.
which goes, hey, are you aiming from the hip instead of looking through the sights? You have a much higher accuracy now. Hooray! And that's just the basic one. The second one does it again at level 28. And this is not a small change. We're talking like you have a circle that takes up the center third of your screen, and then it goes down to about half that on the first rank.
Yeah.
The second rank cuts that
Part of the service.
second circle down by a third, and the final rank makes it almost as good as using a scope. Assuming you've upgraded your weapon with all the correct hip fire accuracy bonus pieces.
I don't want to put you in any more danger.
So you may have noticed that everything level 6 and up has been,
Yeah.
here's a number, we'll make it bigger.
Yep.
That seems to just be a running theme for all of the level 6 and 7 things, by the looks of just a quick glance.
Mm-hmm.
People like you.
For example, the perception one.
We do all of
For
this.
some reason I was going to say perspective, but this does put some perspective on things because this is refractor.
Oh, yeah.
The energy resistance of the 3 base resistance upgrade things.
Yeah, in the end, because energy resistance and ballistic resistance are things that your armor do, again, we agreed that radiation, not so much. But the other two, your armor does very, very well.
And a lot better than the perk.
Yeah.
Like, with just basic, fully upgraded, like, okay, not basic, but with fully upgraded studded light leather,
Let's see what you've got.
you're looking at basically 40 physical armor
Okay.
and well over 70 energy resistance.
Oh, excuse me.
Needless to say, that is a lot more than refractor at level 42 with 50.
Ooh,
Most
duct tape.
people look at these perks and just go, nah. And then realize that rad resistance actually does something.
Yeah, rad resistance again. Good. The other ones, not so good. So.
Yep. Speaking of rad resistance and other perks like it, here's Adamantium Skeleton. Oh boy, if you are annoyed with having your head crippled and your arms crippled and your legs crippled and your, I don't know, your nose crippled for some reason, this perk will help out a lot. The first rank makes it so you take 30% less limb damage. It has some flavor text in there, but that doesn't matter.
Okay.
The second rank at level 13 reduces the damage by 60%.
Yep.
And then you get the final rank, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's going to be 90%, and it's still going to be inconvenient. Nope. Your limbs no longer take damage, you take damage. So normally when you take damage, half of it goes to the limb, and or other things, depending on what's hitting you.
Yeah, you still take the full hit points damage, but based on some formulas, it goes to affect your limbs directly. Okay.
Entertainingly enough, the Deathclaw attack is just 1-to-1, but if you get hit by a Ripper, it's 1.5.
Yeah.
Moving on down to Charisma again. Yes, I'm aware I used that segue for Charisma last time.
Yep.
Is Party Boy, or Girl if you've made yourself a female character.
Party time.
Make sure you're never
No one has a good time like you. Yes, I'm reading the flavor text for this one. Don't think about it too hard. There is no chance you'll get addicted to alcohol. The first basic rank makes it so you can't be addicted to alcohol.
And considering alcohol can be used...
Alcohol's a straight-up strength buff at the cost of 1 intelligence. Or 2 if it's a lot of strength from certain drinks.
It also improves your charisma Wait, that's when you level it up higher.
I'll get it done.
Details await at the dead drop.
When you get
Have
the
a
second
care.
rank of this perk
Odds are
at
very
level
good you're
15,
walking into something
all
nasty.
the effects of alcohol are double.
Ooh.
So that -1 intelligence is now -2 intelligence, that +2 charisma is now +4, so on and so forth.
But I want to be smart.
There are some alcohols that increase your melee damage by 10%. There's also chems that do it, but
Oh,
this isn't about chems. Chems was earlier.
I wish I could figure out why I
Sort
keep
of.
yawning. My body's doing
You are drowsy.
involuntarily.
Explanation done.
Oh, probably.
The third and final rank, way up
Yeah.
at level 37, is whenever you are under the influence of alcohol, your luck is increased by 3.
Well, for a very lucky build, that's fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing if you have alcohol available, and don't get me wrong, alcohol's everywhere, but you will run out.
Ah, there's
I'm pretty
bars.
sure 1 bottle of alcohol lasts a minute.
Okay, the real question is how far along do I want to push the railroad before we do our next marquee?
So yeah, even if you only get the first rank, it's already immensely better than Refractor, and somewhat better than Adamantium Skeleton, I guess. But nothing better than Steady Aim if you're playing with automatic weapons.
Yeah.
Nothing. Going back over to Intelligence again. The rank 7 Intelligence is Chemist. Hey, look, Chems.
Yes.
But this one doesn't do what you expect from the Party Boy one. No, 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 no. No immunity for you for a while. That's in another perk. Way up there. Back at like 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, first rank of Chemist, all your chems last an additional 50% duration. Yay! Rank 2. Now they last twice as long. See what I mean about it being just, here's a number, it's going up.
Yeah.
Rank 3. More and more. 150% extra time. Then
Yep.
rank 4. Your chems last triple the length of time. That's it.
Well, that could be nice for someone who loves to down, like, Jet, because Jet runs out fairly quickly, all things considered.
Yes, and it
kinda
makes
wanna
a
jump.
massive difference having your jet last triple the length of time when time is slowed for its duration. So if you're playing one of those use all the drugs, do all the things, and then watch everybody die as time speeds back up again,
Yeah.
there you go. Don't get me wrong, I don't usually use chems, so I have no idea how well it works, but it certainly seems a lot more effective than some other perks.
Not until it's in print. You can read all about
Speaking
it.
of other perks, that definitely do not fit into the last phrase I was saying, though.
Piper, the mayor needs to
In
be
agility,
more
we have
responsible
Ninja.
citizens.
Oh boy, Ninja.
Ninja.
If you like going, I can't be seen, you can't see me, and you die. Well, Ninja goes, your ranged sneak attacks now do 2.5 times normal damage instead of twice. And your melee sneak attacks now do quadruple damage instead of triple. That, on its own, can be the difference from having a super mutant suicider see you and then punch you in the face with a football,
Yeah.
and now you're flying across the screen, and moving on to the next mutant as you pick up said football and stick it into your dimensional pants. Don't think about where those things wind up and why they don't explode while you're carrying them. It doesn't matter. Rank 2 goes, hey, you know those numbers? Let's make them even bigger. You know, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Ranged sneak attacks do triple damage, and melee sneak attacks do 5 times. It's a lot of damage if you do melee sneak attacks. But the problem is it's a melee sneak attack. You gotta get close enough to stab him in the face if you're gonna stab him in the face.
Okay, how good would I be at stealing? Let me think here.
Final rank goes a little bit ham on things. Because first off, you get ranged sneak attacks, and it's another half times more damage. Which is all fine and dandy until you read the second half of this perk's description, which says melee sneak attacks do 10 times normal damage. 10.
Bye.
Not exactly a small number here.
I stole
Yeah,
Kellogg's
I was
tea.
expecting, 6 or, 5. Oh wait, we did 5. Well, 6 or 7. Not all the way up at 10. If you get the final rank of this, you can take out a fully power armored enemy with a knife by just sneaking up behind him and poking him in the back of the head. It is one of the most powerful perks if you're doing any kind of stealth build.
That's a real one. Talk to Mo Chrome. He'll fix you.
But if you're not doing a stealth build, well, you're not going to be all that far into agility normally anyway.
No, not particularly. Hey, friend.
And then we finally get to luck.
Head in.
Hey, look, the word critical is all over this one. I wonder why. So,
Take a look around.
this is called Critical Banker.
Yeah.
It lets you bank your criticals. So, the first rank lets you store 1 more. So instead of stockpiling up to 1 critical, you can stockpile up to 2. Third rank, now you get 3. Oh, surprise. Fourth rank, you get 4. And you have a luck-based chance to store 2 criticals at once. Oh boy.
Yeah, that gets good after a bit.
It gets fast. So of course, rank 5, you get 5 total,
Alright,
but
that's
that
everything of
chance
value in
doesn't
this house.
increase for the double at a time.
Yeah.
But you still have 5 total, which is pretty dumb. When you can just go, I crit attack this Mirelurk Queen 5 times and she falls down dead. When I'm using a
Mine.
38 pistol.
Mine.
All of a Merc's favorite thing.
What are you pack ratting? Oh no, you're in a storage room. Where are you?
Kellogg's house.
Oh boy.
Nick,
That's a lot of stuff. Keep forgetting that there's all that.
Nick, get out of my way of stealing stuff. Come on.
But Nick
when
wants
it's
to
stout
talk to you.
beer, 44
He's
caliber
just being
bullets,
friendly.
Cigars. San Francisco.
Hey, look, the
Sundays.
important thing on the table.
Grand. Won't lead us anywhere on
What?
its own.
Why'd you take the ashtray? Like, I can understand the coffee mug, but the ashtray is literally wood.
I wonder if dog meat
Or
could pick up
plastic.
the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff?
Hello?
He picks up the trail.
Yeah, I'm listening to the dialogue.
Ah.
Let's just...
All right.
I don't care. Let's just skip the dialogue. Nick, get out of the room so I can finish looting all of his shit.
Plug for you?
And I mean it. I'm literally looting all of his shit. Oh, wait.
Ooh.
I might have to put some back. I'm overburdened.
We're at the situational perks. I mean the level 8 perks.
No good. Nick, you're in the way now. This is why
Okay.
companions suck. He's in my way.
Have you gotten stuck in a door?
No.
Oh, he's in the corner where all the stuff you want is, isn't he?
Yeah, and I have to put down a little bit of... I have to put
Are
down
you-
some things.
Yes, over encumbered. Why?
I'm not over encumbered. You're over encumbered.
I've started the game and haven't even shot the first rad roach in Sanctuary. I think I have empty pockets. Right, but anyway, let's start off with the situational perks at strength. Here at level 8.
Yep.
Basher. I found a bad perk. So, the big issue with Basher is not that it has a bad effect. It's that it's in a bad location. See, Basher only works on gun bashing and is at strength 8. If you have bothered to get yourself 8 strength, you're not using a gun. Normally.
That's true.
You're
That's
there
true.
running around with a big heavy hammer going bonk, bonk, bonk.
He moved. I'm good.
Or this or that, whatever other melee weapon. The only other time you have a gun, if you have 8 strength, is if you're hauling around big weapons, like a minigun or a rocket launcher.
Yep.
In which case, maybe you want to whack something instead of blowing yourself up.
Wait, why am I not just taking all this stuff? I can just sell the stuff I'm not carrying.
It is incredibly situational. Thus the name of these perks. Do. Anyway. Rank 2 of this... Well, I guess I should explain how this works. Rank 1 of this perk...
Yeah.
...is a 25% increase to gun bash. There is a knife you can put on the front of your gun on most weapons that does this
Get the scent, boy.
on its own.
Take me
So
to
you're
it.
better off maybe putting those points in Gun Nut, assuming you have the intelligence for it. The second rank is a 50% increase in damage and has a chance to cripple your opponent. Where? Anywhere.
I think I
So
accidentally took
theoretically-
Nick with me on this quest.
Theoretically, you could be running around with a missile launcher, just stabbing everybody with your missile launcher for some reason.
Don't worry, dog meat. I'll catch up after I sell some stuff.
I would not recommend this because if you press even one button wrong, you have exploded yourself. And you're also running around with a big explodey gun, hitting things instead of exploding things. What's wrong with you?
I'm sure it's fine.
Rank 3 increases that damage by up to 75%
It's nighttime. Ugh.
and increases your crippling chance.
That means there's only one shop open.
Ooh, I think you can still sit down and wait with full pockets.
I know you can, but I want to unfold my pockets so I can continue the quest.
And the final thing to try and make people go, okay, maybe I will go into Basher, I suppose, is it doubles the bash damage your gun does, and has an even more increased chance to cripple, but also might inflict a free critical hit every time you whack someone with your gun.
Well, that's almost useful.
Almost useful.
I've got a
Especially if
few
you've got better criticals, so that you suddenly are doing a lot more whacking with gun damage.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly a high chance, and you get this perk at, oh, surprise, surprise, only level 26. Because the thing is, Basher actually unlocks like a damage perk.
So, want to take a good guess at what I forgot about the quest that I just did for the railroad? I forgot
What
one of the
did you do?
I forgot one of the rewards. Want to know what it is?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a combat sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm. So now the
That's
problem.
normally a leveled loot item.
Yep. So
It's not always a sniper rifle. Well,
Yeah.
it's not always a combat rifle.
it's a combat rifle, but it'll vary what it's set up to be. So I have the spray and pray, which is like the explosive rapid fire Tommy gun that's
Yes.
silenced, and it's like it's really good, but technically I don't have the right stats to make it really, really good yet, so I think I might be best to still put that
It's still
away.
tickled pink seeing a silenced explosion.
It makes no noise, which is weird. Like the sun makes that, or the gun makes that little pit noise, like a bullet pushing through a potato.
And there's a bright flash, and then it's over.
Yeah. Sell this baseball
Right.
cap. Sell this extra pair of glasses. This is my Palmer. That's my. So, okay. So this is all this. Everything I have left is all aid or junk. Okay, these don't have any weight, right? No, they all weigh half a pound. Well, these ones do, but I won't need them back.
Look
So
at item mods that you don't need. And they're
yeah.
worth 50 caps for the power armor stuff.
Yeah, I might as well sell that stuff. Alright, bullets have no weight. I'm trying to get rid of weight right now more than anything else. I may have to take a side stop and drop off a bunch of junk. Not to mention I'm buying a whole bunch of 45 rounds. Because they suddenly became important.
I can certainly see that.
Yeah, 56 rounds, 5 mils, flamer fuel, fusion cells.
Well, eventually
Mainly
the fusion cells become good, but
missiles.
not until you get like plasma weapons.
Cartridges.
That's not for a bit.
Shotgun
Oh, right.
shells.
Plasma guns use plasma cartridges, not fusion cells.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
So I got 50 cals, but I don't need 50 cals yet. So let's just put those away.
Oh, right. Back to what I was talking about. Hey, you just got a sniper rifle recently.
Yes, I did.
The level 8 perception perk is called Sniper. It makes it so your aiming thing doesn't wobble as much. And when you hold your breath, it drains your AP slower.
That actually sounds very useful.
Oh, it's ridiculously useful. But then you get rank 2 at level 13. The rank 2 effect is non-automatic scoped rifles have a chance of knocking down your target.
Nice.
You can get some pretty fast-firing non-automatic scoped rifles.
That is true.
Sure, you gotta pull the trigger manually each time, but you'll probably knock down your opponent before they get to you. And now they're free headshots.
Bang, 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 bang. And suddenly no more enemies.
And the final rank of Sniper
No
gives a flat 25% boost to accuracy for VATS headshots.
Okay. So pretty solid.
Which is, it is not a small number. This means that you will always have a 25% chance to hit someone's head if they're not behind a bush, tree, wall, and or other thing. By level 26.
I got a little bit excited and wound up taking way too much stuff. Or selling way too much stuff.
I fail to see the problem. More caps is more money.
Yeah, but he only has 354 caps, and he has to pay me 754. So it's time to buy some ammunition.
Now, the big problem with Sniper
There,
is non-automatic
Let's
scoped
hope I'm
rifles.
below weight now.
It has to be a scope, not a reflex sight.
Oh.
And the gun has to be non-automatic.
Look at my weight.
So, once again, very situational. Are you like, you are exactly on line. In Fallout 4, that is not enough.
That is probably bad.
You still need to lose one more.
And now I don't.
Oh, right. Your Minuteman outfit gives you 1 strength? Something like that?
No. Something here is pocketed, I think.
Oh, yeah, the bottom one.
Yes, yeah, the left leg is pocketed. Not that I wanted it to be, that's just what it was. Okay.
That extra 5 pounds is everything.
Word is, Something bad went down in the old Museum of Witchcraft up near Sales.
So you can easily see how these level 8 perks are very much situational, but the endurance one is the one that proves the point excessively.
Yeah.
See, the level 8 endurance perk is called Cannibal.
Ah, yes.
This should be raising
cannibal.
some red flags in your heads right now, because you can probably guess what it does. You can sneak beside a human corpse and eat it to heal yourself.
Extremely ineffective.
That's the first rank. You can get this at level 1. You are a terrible person. But we're not here to complain about your morals or whatever. We're here to complain about the usefulness of this perk.
Yep.
Every non-robot is now edible. That's big.
That is true.
Every enemy is now a healing spot. You'll get a whack ton of radiation if you try and eat a ghoul like this, but it's still free healing every kill, if you can waste the time to eat them.
Yeah, basically. Alright, I don't want spray and pray on me right
Rank
now.
2 is actually when you get access to eating ghouls and super mutants. You gotta wait until level 19 to get that. So maybe don't go around too many mutants and ghouls until you've got this perk higher up. Unless you've got a way to take them out without them hurting you too much.
Yeah, basically.
And then you get the final rank all the way up at level 38. A long time in the future. Eating human, ghoul, or super mutant corpses will now restore a significant amount of health. Basically, it's a stim pack in a body. You eat them and they're a stim pack. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, effectively.
But they're a stim pack without the medic perk. So it's still 40% of your health, but that's still only 40% of your health. Basically, at the end of any fight, you eat 3 guys and you're done. But ugh. If anybody sees you eating someone, they instantly become aggressive and cannot be talked down.
Yep.
You can, scare them into not fighting you with the rank 10 charisma perk, but that's the only way to make them stop, and they'll be aggressive next time they see you.
Enough to go on?
Don't eat townsfolk. Friends don't let friends eat friends. Stop looking at me like that. I'm not food. Charisma, rank 8. You know that companion you have that's been following you around?
Yep.
Are you annoyed how they get stuck in doorways and how they keep shooting you in the back and nearly killing you?
I
Or
mean,
actually killing you?
Nick hasn't shot me yet, but I know it's going to happen eventually.
Well, you can't fix that doorway problem. At least I don't think so. Nope. But you can... The first rank makes it so your companions stop hurting you. However, you might remember that your companions are absolute lemmings and will walk in front of you when you are shooting at something and proceed to get shot in their place. The second rank makes it so you stop hurting them.
Right, can't do that.
Which is such a big thing, I said it before the item in the description that comes first. Which is your companion resists more damage. Now this doesn't give a flat value, but it's somewhere in the 15-20-ish%. So overall, really nice if you're traveling with a friend. If you're not sneaking around, maybe consider this if you're bringing a NPC along with you.
Yeah, just a little bit.
There are certain quests where you have to bring an NPC, so maybe if you're doing those quests, take this perk. Because boy does it suck when the quest essential NPC gets their head pooped out because they walked in front of your scoped sniper rifle.
Certain
The
NPCs
final rank,
are
however-
like immune to dying. You just can really hurt them.
The final rank at level 43 is the absolute most boring garbage I've seen in a while. your companion's carry weight goes up by 100.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, generally speaking, if you're using a companion, you're usually going to get them to carry stuff.
Yeah, normally your companion's just a shelf that you store your garbage on, so that you don't walk at a snail's pace.
Targeting computer with one bullet.
And no matter how overburdened your companion is, you can still fast travel.
Bloody bandages.
I'm pretty
Dog
sure.
meat can track this.
I might be incorrect in how that works, and I think that a companion will just refuse
Okay,
items
let's track him.
once their capacity is full.
It's possible.
Either way, that's still a very lackluster thing to get at level 43.
Yeah, I could think of more useful things.
Like, woo. I could have had ninja, but no. Okay, I had ninja a while ago. But still, it's level 43. It's like the game's half over. Then we get back to the intelligence circuit, I suppose. Heh. It's a pun because level 8 intelligence is robotics expert, so you'll be working with a lot of circuits.
Haha, circuits.
Don't mind my groaners, they eventually happen.
Oh no.
They're unavoidable.
Oh no.
And in this game.
I picked up food.
Why would you pick up a sandwich? You've been outdone by your stomach. Eat that right now, your health is low anyway.
I didn't pick up a sandwich. I picked up
I see.
dog meat.
Oof. Well, 10,000 years of walking forever for you. Unless you have a 1 pound item you want to drop. But hey, this gives us time to actually talk about what Robotics Expert does.
Do 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 do.
Robotics Expert lets you sneak up on a robot and press E on it, not to go into its inventory and pickpocket it, but to hack it, like a terminal.
Hey Nick, you're a robot.
Nick's a synth. They're different.
Oh look, I stunted Yaogwai.
They count as people. Synths
Good
are
job.
people. Nematodes are people, anyway.
No, they're not, unless you're
So,
watching Dude.
When you hack into a robot, there are 3 options available. Baseline at the base of this perk. You
Okay.
can
Body
turn it
shot,
off,
Headshot.
or if it's not on yet, you can turn it on. Or you can make it explode. Most people pick that last one. I don't know why. Maybe because the first 2 options have a chance to just not happen with the
You-
base level of the perk.
You'd think after I went through the trouble of eating that crappy meat that I hadn't cooked yet, I'd remember that picking up the meat off the stunted Yaogwai probably not a good decision.
Oh boy. You've got a long road to hoe. You know, you could just talk to Dog Meat, make him walk up to you, and make him carry your stuff, right?
In this case, dog meat keeps walking, but I have a solution. Hi, Nick.
What's the plan?
I need to hold some shit. Here, hold this.
Right.
And
Anyway,
that.
at
Thank you,
level
buddy.
19,
That'll
once again,
do.
once you're into the swing of things, you can actually hack into a robot and make it attack things. What things? I don't know. I've never taken Robotics Expert, but I presume that it will go on a berserker rage and fight whatever it sees. Don't get seen. The rank 3, also at level 44, lets you basically hack this robot. It's now your best friend, and you can give it specific commands as if it were a follower, presumably for a short period of time, because if that's permanent, oh boy. But one of the things that you can do with Robotics Expert that it doesn't tell you about is there's this one DLC,
A decoy.
Automatron.
Clever.
The automatron, if you will. Which makes it so you can make robot townsfolk. And take them as companions. Meaning you can build your own custom robot companions. And Robotics Expert determines how good the parts you can put on them is. Now, you still gotta go find those parts so you know how to make them. But once you know how to make them, you need the ranks of Robotics Expert to actually build these.
Yeah. So this
But
lets
that's
you.
not where this stops.
This is your I
Robotics
build better
Expert.
robots thing.
Robotics Expert also determines the amount of health given when you use the Robot Repair Kit, which is basically a robot stim pack.
Okay.
So this is also the Medic perk for robot minions. If you are focusing on the Automatron DLC, you need this perk. You need this perk. You will hate yourself for not getting this perk.
Oh, look, a ghoul. Let's give him a second to
Seriously,
stand
you
up.
can have your own personal SentryBot murder machine following you around. It's amazing.
Yes, but you can also upgrade Cogsworth.
Yes,
And
upgrading Codsworth into the
I believe
Sentry
until you
robot
make her a
is
synth,
usually
also
best.
Curie.
Yes, you actually need a few things from all these perks in order to upgrade Curie in the first place. If you don't know who Curie is, you'll find out if you go to a certain vault in a certain location
There's only one other vault in the game.
somewhere. Exactly.
Step out from behind the box, Mr. Feral Ghoul
Just
Roamer.
snoop around in there until
Stalker.
you find her.
Helps
You'll
you read
figure
his
out
name.
everything else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
let's
right here.
segue over to agility. You doing anything agile right now?
Nope.
I mean, you're waiting for a stalker to come around a corner, so no.
Do 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 do.
You're just gonna stand there until it actually moves.
Well, see, he just finished standing up, and that took him 30 seconds.
Oh, he turned towards you a few seconds ago.
Oh, I think he knows I'm
Maybe.
here. Look,
First
he's
step.
coming at me. Did it say 95?
He's gonna get you.
Boom.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, poor guy.
He
He
didn't
was
make it.
so enthused, and he had no chance.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another one.
Right, anyway.
Don't attack
Speaking of
my
agility,
dog.
with everything going slow around you, the 8th level agility perk is Quick Hands.
I may
Quick
not
Hands
like having
says-
my dog around, but that doesn't mean you get to kill him.
Yeah, inconvenient dog does not get to be bullied by other people. That is for you.
Yes.
So, Quick Hands says, you like reloading your guns? No? Well, how about you reload a little bit faster? All fine and dandy at level 1. Woo.
Oh,
The
look, more
second
ghouls.
level perk, at level 28, says reloading no longer uses action points.
Oh, that's great. Because that means you can just load up all your shots in VATS and not have to worry about reloading anymore.
That means you can fire all but the last shot in a gun, then VATS 2 shots at somebody, and you've just reloaded instantly for free.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't have enough action points.
Granted, it's at level 28, but it's still really good. Now, the final level of this perk is just they needed to fill in something and didn't want a 2-level perk, so the 3rd level is you get 10 more AP. 10 more action points for you. That's literally add 1 more agility and get the same effect. And
Ooh,
if you have 8 agility, you're gonna add the extra point of agility
I was hoping that was a book.
because of what that next perk is. However, we're not there yet. We're on luck. And luck level 8 is Grim Reaper's Sprint.
Don't worry, dog meat. I'll catch up. I found a
Grim
place.
Reaper's Sprint is the epitome of a VATS build, of the dumbest of dumb. Simply put, every time you kill something with VATS,
Uh-oh.
it has a 15% chance at the base to just give you all your action points back.
That's pretty nice.
All of them. The second rank bumps that up to a big fat 25% chance. So on average, you're looking at 4 shots, and now your action points are full again. Multiply that by any gun that takes 6 or 7 shots to use up all your action points, and you have infinite action points. Congratulations.
Just gotten in his way. This didn't
That
get
is,
good for a
however,
minute.
unlocked
Not
at
sure
level
who started it,
19.
but this traitor never stood a chance.
At level
Bodyguard robots didn't fare too
46,
well.
the highest level one so far, that now
Dog meat's gonna need
not
more to go
only
on.
has a 35% chance instead of 25, it also instantly gives you a crit point.
What have we here?
And if you've banked up your crits with Critical Banker, which of course you have because you have high luck, well, looky here. You've got all these crit points banked up from just unloading with a pistol into a Deathclaw, and then you just use all your crit points, and now that Deathclaw's dead.
Another one of his stogies.
Aha.
Luck is a weird ride.
Yeah, it is.
Tactics that shouldn't work suddenly are the best idea when you got high luck. I'll just unload all my bullets at the Deathclaw and maybe it'll fall over. Oh, look, it fell over.
Speaking of, there's 2 right in front of me.
You crouch right now, boyo.
They're fighting, so, you know, we can deal with
Okay.
this.
Kill the one that survives. Oh, they've also got blood bugs. I think the blood bug is winning. Nope. Nope. No,
Okay,
he's not.
Okay, I know what to do. Look, look. They're not skull crossmark anymore. So they're technically
You're a high
something.
enough level, they're normal enemies. Ooh, if you get them in the belly, they actually take like 2/3 of their health. That's a 50 cal gun, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
They saw you, didn't they?
No, Nick started shooting them.
Nick, no.
Belly shot, belly shot. Where's the belly?
Ooh,
There's the belly. Critical.
we're at the good stuff. And by the good stuff, I mean the best stuff. Like, you'd assume these would be in like rank 10 if they were your best perks. But no, the level 9 perks are better in almost every single one. Almost every single one. So let's start off with strength. The infinitely better than the next level perk.
Ouch.
Rooted.
I died.
Ooh, you died.
I
you died
almost killed him with a sniper rifle to the gut with a critical, but it didn't work.
Oh.
I gotta let them fight more, but the problem is dog meat walks right up to them automatically.
Oh no, I gotta shoot now.
Yep.
Ixodum. So, you know what Rooted does.
I know what Rooted does, and I wish I had
Rooted
it right
is
now.
the best strength perk.
Oh no, look where it loaded me.
Oh, are you in the middle of fighting?
I am here.
Oh boy. You are 1,000 light years away from where you once was.
Yep.
You need to quick save more often.
Apparently.
Apparently one of your keys on your keyboard just straight up does quick save. I don't know which one it is though.
Sorry, dog meat, I'm busy with something. I'll be back.
He probably found like a hard hat or something in the debris. So, back to what I was talking about here. Rooted. When you are standing still, at first this seems like really bad, but it's not, you gain 25 additional damage resistance, and your melee and unarmed attacks do 25% more damage. When you first read this, you think, wow, that's garbage. Why would I waste time on this? Until you realize one itty-bitty detail. When you're in VATS, you're not moving. And if you have to teleport to an enemy in VATS, you're still not moving.
Yep.
So, if you have a melee weapon, and use VATS a lot, this is the king of the perks. And if you have a sniper rifle, and you use VATS a lot, this is the king of the perks. Because you're suddenly not taking all that damage being thrown back at you for sniping out the big boss in the power armor. The second rank doesn't even waste time on anything and just goes, hey, all those things you did before, double them at level 22. So your melee and unarmed attacks, emphasis on and unarmed, deal 50% more damage. Oh boy. The nonsense combos you can pull off with this and another perk we'll get to later.
Yep.
About 5 perks later. The final rank makes it so that when an enemy uses a melee weapon against you, and you're standing still, they drop their weapon. Automatically. Every time.
Disarmed.
So not only do you have 50 extra damage resistance against their melee attack in the first place, they only get 1 hit before they drop it. Which is huge. Note that a disarmed enemy still technically has that weapon in their inventory, they're just not allowed to grab it anymore. That can do a lot of very funny things, to the point where I think if you stand still and let a super mutant suicider hit you, he drops the nuke instead.
And doesn't blow up, because that's important.
It doesn't explode. Now, I have no testing to prove this yet, because that sounds like a hilarious thing to test later, but if it works, that is the most amazing use of this. But even just any melee opponent that's trying to hit you with their spear, their crowbar, their whatever, having them only get to hit you once is a big deal.
Yeah, that does add up.
We'll get into the perk that makes that particular perk hilariously ridiculous later. Let's talk about Penetrator. No, stop being pervs. Stop it. Stop it.
There are no pervs in the chat.
No, but there will be pervs in the viewing, maybe. But besides the point, this particular perk has only 2 ranks.
Yeah.
The first rank says, hey, are they behind something? You get a reduction in accuracy instead of it being 0.
Super useful.
You get to bank your shots to hit them anyway. Well, no, you just punch right through, but that's beside the point. Meaning walls no longer stop you in vats. The final rank goes, there's no more decrease in accuracy. Go ham. Shoot through walls, who cares? At level 28. So you've not even hit level 30 yet. And you can shoot through walls like it's nothing. Because they are nothing. Everything is nothing before your amazing bullshit pistol that you're using, if you've got Penetrator already. Because most people don't use scope weapons if they've got the perception of 9 for some reason.
Yep.
Here's one of the perks that is not as good as the rest. Endurance 9. Ghoulish. So, it's not that this is a bad perk.
No.
It's not a great perk. So, radiation regenerates your lost health. There's one problem. Radiation reduces your maximum health. So it hurts you and heals you at the same time.
Yeah, it's a pretty lame setup, really.
So at level 1, it's like big whoop. They move about the same rate. You heal basically half your difference between missing health and radiation cap.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty convenient-ish. The second rank makes it so you heal faster than the radiation ticks up. So you wind up with more health for the amount of radiation you took in.
Yep.
The issue is, this is at level 24 for the second rank out of 4. Starting to seem not all that worth doing.
Not really, no.
Here's where things get deal breaker level. The third rank of this perk is at level 48. the absolute highest rank required for any of the perks we've gone over.
Well, there are some that are at level 50.
But well, yeah, this is
that's
only the
usually
third level. It's going to be the level 50.
Ah, I see.
Radiation now regenerates even more of your lost health,
Yeah.
and some feral ghouls will randomly become friendly.
What do you think, boy?
That's all fine and dandy, but I'm still losing health from radiation, and I don't like that. So they put in rank 4 with one of the DLC. Level 50 required. Radiation damage will slowly heal itself away, leaving proper full hit points in its place.
Yep, which I believe that makes this one of the only... There's only 2 perks that actually are at this level.
There's just
I
one
believe.
teeny tiny problem. This is 1 hit point per 3 seconds. Whoa. It's not that big of a deal, and it's not a bad perk. It's not. It's a really expensive late game perk that you don't put a single point into until you're at the end game.
Yeah, basically.
But it makes it so, at worst, radiation is a temporary inconvenience. As long as you don't die from it.
Yeah.
Or from what now can do a lot more damage to you with your lower max health. But let's get to the fun ones again.
More fun again.
Charisma.
Wasteland
Whisperer.
Oh no, thought you said fun.
It is fun.
It's so dumb.
So, most of the time you run across enemies that are about your level or a bit lower. And Wasteland Whisperer goes, is this a human? No. Is this an ordinary animal? No. Well, you point your gun at it, and there's a good chance that it will stop fighting you and leave you alone. When you're high enough level that Deathclaws no longer have a skull, they're about your level. So you can point your gun at a Deathclaw and it'll leave you alone.
Yeah, I do wish I had that ability in this capacity.
Sometimes. It is a fairly low chance. It's luck-based, though, so you can make it better. At rank 2, you can make them attack your enemies. Boy, does this sound familiar? It's almost like we talked about this last time with Animal Friend. The other charisma perk is kinda... We'll get to that later. And then the final rank, it's treated like a companion, just like the robots, yada yada yada.
Yeah. All of these charisma perks work in that capacity.
Hidden in the back of this is the fact that every time you increase the rank in this perk, your chance to pacify is going up.
It's
true. It's just not telling you. The problem comes in where you realize what level you get this perk at. See, the second rank unlocks at level 21.
Yep.
The third rank is at level 49. Barely not level 50. And it's also the final rank. Yeah. Nobody has the time for that nonsense. Even if you store your perks from earlier levels, it's not worth... Bleh.
Hello, Mr. Yaogwai.
It's still nice, though. However, I said these were the fun perks, and this is pretty fun to go, no. Deathclaw, go kill that Deathclaw for me. And it goes, yes, sir. Boop, 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 boop. Now, Intelligence 9. Do you like power armor?
Yes, I do.
Are you tired of running out of fuel for your power armor and having to leave it in the middle of nowhere?
Yes.
Well, Nuclear Physicist makes your fusion cores in your power armor, and also as ammo, last an extra 25% longer. So anything that would remove a point has a 25% chance to just not.
I'm on fire.
Or more specifically, every 4 points that are taken out, a fifth one is added back in. That means the first
What's hitting
time
me?
your fusion cores hit 0%
Oh,
and are
he's
about
over
to
there.
disappear,
What's
they'll
annoying?
tick back up to 1% and last that little bit longer. It's really nice. It's base level. You can literally get this a level 1 if you want. If you're
You
gonna
boys are
waltz
doing
around
an
the power
excellent
armor and
job.
punch things. Or shoot things. I just need to do something real quick and I'll be right back.
Sounds good. I don't feel guilty at all letting Dog Meat and Nick take care of all these guys. I travel around so infrequently with companions. I forgot Nick's name. Boy, I feel dumb. A frag mine. Well, don't mind if I do. Need more levels in sneak so I can be more effective at this. Move slowly. Got it.
Somebody didn't want to get snuck up on here.
Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
The dogs saw a squirrel or something.
Ah, yeah.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
Proceed to do the intruder panic. Now, here's the thing about Nuclear Physicist. That fusion core bonus is not the only thing it does. See, there's certain guns in this game, and melee weapons, I suppose, that do radiation damage.
Ah, yes.
Like the Fat Man, and so on. There's like a radiation gun as well. It's pretty good. Nuclear Physicist says those guns do 50%. 50% more damage
Oh, yeah.
at rank 1. And then you get to rank 2. And rank 2 is furthermore of what you would expect. Number gets bigger by what it did before. So radiation now does double, and your fusion cores last an extra 50% extra time. At level 14. That's right, level 14.
Yeah.
Remember what I said about these being the good perks?
They go
This is
early,
why.
too.
It's super early, and it's really good because you're not regularly finding fusion cores yet at level 14. So it's made it so the few fusion cores you have from going to the places where you need to go to find them, on purpose, will last until you start finding and fighting enemies that have them on them at all times. When you fight an enemy in power armor, you have to shoot their fusion core to loot a fusion core from their power armor.
That makes no sense.
I know, it makes no sense at all. Did I forget to mention the power armor also explodes?
And yet the fusion core is fine.
Yes. Don't think about it too hard.
That seems
However,
backwards.
the other thing that happens, see, the enemy will get out of the power armor, and that frame is now open and available with all their armor on it, and doesn't get damaged by the explosion.
Interesting.
So you have their power armor right there.
Okay, let's not follow this up.
Excuse
this
me.
time.
And get their fusion core. And all you had to do was shoot them in the back in their fusion core. Now, I might have that backward on how you get the fusion cores from it,
Yeah.
but it's a good way to get more power armor frames without having to pay $5,000 in Diamond City.
Yeah. Well, here's a thought. These death claws might not spawn now.
Oh yeah, you might get something entirely different. That was obviously a random event.
Doesn't look like a robbery.
You might just have a pile of burning tires for no reason.
Yeah.
And no, I've checked all around the area. There's nothing there but the burning tires.
Bodyguard
I've
robots
had a
give me
character
fancy
die
dreams.
rummaging around in there.
Dog meat's gonna need more to go
Oh.
on.
The final
What happened
upgrade
here?
of nuclear physicist, though.
Another one of his
Available at
studies.
level 26. Makes it so
Just
you
in
can
case.
kick out... 1 second.
Yeah, it was a random encounter. They're not here this time.
Yeah. There are some Deathclaws that are definitely not random encounters, though, and oh boy.
Got
Most of the
Milo
time they
left
hit like
instead.
1,000 trucks. Oh. Hunters or just... Okay, just normal ones, okay.
Oh, boo. I was hoping that critical would do more.
Yeah. The final rank gives the ability to kick out your fusion core like a grenade. Basically, you can poop out Fat Man fusion bombs from your power armor.
Yeah, but yours don't come back like his
But-
did.
It costs you a full fusion core to do that.
Yeah, they don't come back.
No.
They're gone forever. Where's Nick?
But it does
He's there.
increase your fusion cores to last twice as long. Not 1 3/4 times as long. So even if you never use the ejection ability, the extra fusion cores are
Sounds like Ellie needs to
stupidly important.
We should head back to the office next chance we get.
Just so good. Once again, these are the fun perks that make things weird and exciting and utterly change the game. For example,
Yeah.
let's talk agility.
Go ahead. Talk agility.
Oh boy, where do I begin on agility? See, agility has this level 9 perk. That is as vague as can be, because I suspect the devs knew exactly what they were getting into
What do
with
you
this.
think, boy?
See,
Was this our man?
Blitz's information is simply find the gap and make the tackle. That's melee distance is increased significantly. Your VAT's melee distance has been increased to the point where you're at maximum shotgun range for
Yep.
teleporting to an enemy and stabbing them.
It's very effective.
It is amazing, and you're basically teleporting around like some anime superhero. The
Basically.
second rank makes it average assault rifle range, and the further out you go, the more it buffs your damage. The maximum distance buffs your damage to triple. Yep. And there's no animation of it, you're still in VATS. You're still standing still.
Yeah.
They just appear by your opponent's side, and if you have
Is this the
Blitz
place?
and Rooted,
Is he in here,
you do
boy?
triple
I knew dog meat would sniff our man
of
out.
double.
Let's you and I take it from here.
Well, of plus 50%. Needless to say, you can totally poke somebody once with a knife, and they fall over dead.
Don't worry, dog meat. Just saying hello.
Oh boy, is this perk game-changing, because you can use melee weapons at knife range.
Yeah.
And it's in the same basic stat as ninja. Because if you sneak around, no one will notice when you teleport behind them and poke them. So you get that 10 times stealth damage. And now you're looking at a total of 30 extra multiplication for your damage on one attack. Needless to say, that usually one hits most enemies. And Blitz doesn't need you to be running or anything, it doesn't care as long as you use VATS to do an attack. It is amazing. There are YouTube videos for how to set up builds for specifically using Blitz to the best of its ability. It's crazy.
Oh, someone should make use of it.
Oh. Thus, level 9 is best, most fun, crazy perks. Finishing this off, we have the luck perk. The 4-leaf clover. Every hit in VATS has a chance to just make your crit be full and ready.
Yep.
Every hit. Not every attack action, every hit.
Yep.
So if you have a machine gun, every time a bullet hits, it could refill your crit.
This is true.
The later machine
Tell them.
guns have 6-shot bursts.
Yep, 6-shot burst, and then you go brap, and it's like, oh, if 5 of those hit, then each one of them rolls another chance on whether or not it'll just automatically hit.
Have a crit available.
Yeah.
Needless to say, if you're going high into luck, if you don't have crit banker, you're going to have to use your criticals and keep an eye on it all the time.
Yeah, very, very frequently.
Because it'll be ready all the time. Now, at the base level, it's not that high of a chance. It's like a 2-4% chance or something.
Nick,
But
where
at
you
level
at?
13, you get the second rank. Who to what now?
Hey,
Something for you?
What is who at?
Nick. I need to trade
Nick
some
does
stuff.
what Nick does.
I am carrying too much by only a few pounds, but it's enough, so it's a problem.
I see.
Ah, that's because I never wound up selling any of these explosives that I don't use.
Explosives that you don't use?
Yeah, the ones I don't use.
Well, I suppose you're not a mid-range perception explodey boy
Why
then.
am I not wearing my helmet?
Do not question the lack of helmet. You want it to look awesome.
Not with this character. This character doesn't care. Okay.
It's a good point. So the second rank just doubles that chance of auto-filling your crit meter.
What do I have?
So
that's
that 2 to
actually
4
heavy?
turns into a
Here,
4 to
carry
8.
these.
Or yada yada, whatever.
I'll come back for those.
Then, the third rank. I'd like to note the second rank's available at level 13. The third rank at level 32, because that's how much of a difference this makes, doubles the chance again. Not doubles the base value, doubles the newer value. So you're
Yes.
now looking at a 8 to 10, well no, 8 to 16% chance of just instantly giving you a critical every hit.
Okay, let's focus on
The
clearing
final
fort
rank
out.
at level 48 doesn't even waste time with things. It just gives you a flat 20% chance to get yourself a crit every hit.
Don't mind me, I just found a legendary. Oh no.
So, needless to say, if you have 4-leaf clover, Grim Reaper Sprint, Critical Banker, and all the other things above it, you've actually got a really powerful character. To the point where none of your other stats matter. Because you can just go ham with a rapid-fire pistol or whatever.
Oh, I'm
And-
sad.
Just rip things apart.
Look what I got. I got a lucky Chinese officer sword.
Oh,
Oh, that's not, I'm
you
not
got
a
an
melee.
Institute pistol.
I mean- It looks like it's energized.
yeah, it's got an electrified blade. It does 35.
That could be
melee
fun
damage.
for
That's
later.
Not great, but
Okay, let's.
it's not bad.
There's a guy this way. Let's make sure we take everyone out on this floor.
Right. We've finished the fun perks. I suppose it's time to start the last
Mixed
line
bag.
of perks. I'll just start out before even starting the level 10 perks by saying some of these are naff. As in not enough. It means other things, but that's beside the point.
This boy walked around a corner and then complained about how I disappeared. What a strange individual he is.
Since they're dumb sometimes.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, are you in the old folks home right now, or are you? Oh wait, you're doing Kellogg's mission, right?
Yes, I am in Fort
Right.
Hagen.
You should come across enemies wearing synth armor soon. Synth armor is wee.
I've had a little bit of synth armor so far.
Hallway. Yay. Oh. Push the wrong key binding. Oh, everything is upside down and backwards. What happened? There. Right. While you are absolutely devastating synths saying comedic things.
Yes. I'm not saying comedic things. I'm just shooting
No, they're
things.
saying comedic things.
Ah, I'm killing the synths that are making the comedic noises. Yes. That makes more sense.
I shall finish off the list of perks. So, let's just start with strength as we usually do.
Yep.
Brace yourselves for disappointment. This perk is Pain Train. While wearing power armor, only while wearing power armor, sprinting into enemies deals damage and makes them stumble. Robots and oversized enemies are immune. If you're in power armor, the robots and the oversized enemies are the only ones alive by the time you get into sprinting range. Normally.
Because you're probably walking around with something heavy.
Not gonna make much of a difference. Pain Train is always only when in power armor, by the way.
Okay, there's got to be a way to get to that side.
But they have made it a little bit less bad. For you see, power armor, sprinting, will at rank 2 on level 24 do severe damage. Severe damage means you've hit them 3 times with a sledgehammer damage, more or less. And the stagger is more rough and tumbly. They're not laying on the ground, but they are basically going to have to get up from one of their knees. Once again, robots and big enemies are immune to the stagger. They still take the damage, they just are immune to the stagger.
Yeah, it's kind of lame.
It's more of a consolation prize than anything else. You should not be fighting robots and giant enemies like that. This mostly exists so that you can't just plow into a Mirelurk Queen and she falls over and has no ability to fight back as you just keep running into her over and over.
Yeah, I know.
The
it's
final
meant to
rank,
make them feel scary,
which is also level 50, makes it so you do massive damage. We're talking like this is now a super sledge, not a sledgehammer, and most enemies that are not robots or death claws have died instantly on impact. Knocking down does nothing. However, now it no longer says robots and oversized enemies are immune. But I give no guarantees that it has removed that exception at this point. And once again, it's level 50 to get it. The game's over by then.
Yeah. I had a synth leader. He
The
had
final
synth armor
part
on.
of this perk, though.
Let's take a look at it.
At level 3. Looking at what now?
I'm looking at the synth armor I just picked up.
Okay.
My combat armor's still better.
It's basically super leather, but not.
Hi,
See,
Nick.
this is the light synth armor. See, armor comes in 3 sizes, light, medium, and heavy. You find them based on what level you are. You start finding medium leather around 25, 30, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And you find medium metal at like 30, 35, and so on. It's levels of 5, more or less. Synth armor is one of those things that you find the light version when you start finding the medium versions of everything else. So you find its medium version when you start finding the heavy of everything else. So of course they had to uprank it a little bit in power. Also, fun fact, that pistol you're using, Deliverer, is exceptional for a super duper luck build.
This is true.
Anyway, where was I?
I'm not taking another
Yes.
snub nose 44.
The final part of Pain Train, level 3,
Yeah.
is impact landing. That means jumping off of a building or something, or using the jetpack and falling down.
They had no expense, did they?
Inflicts far more damage than it normally would. So this does basically 50% more damage. Woo. Overall, Pain Train is immensely situational and not necessarily worth it because sprinting uses the charge of your power armor at triple speed.
Hey, look, sturdy raider armor.
Yeah, there we go. Sturdy. Sturdy is medium armor.
Yeah. I haven't started finding the actual good sturdy armor, but sturdy
So it's
raider
normal,
armor is
sturdy, and heavy.
sturdy raider armor's got similar stats to basic combat armor, really.
Armor, which is like, woo. I'd rather have the combat armor because it's slightly better. Ooh.
Okay, so normally you come here, this would be your final prize.
Perception 10.
Where's the computer I gotta hack to make this open?
The computer you had. No. That's how you. Wait. Well, first off, all the enemies are dead on this floor. Could you stand up for a second? I don't actually remember where the... It might open after you come out of that elevator. That elevator only comes in from the basement, though.
Yeah, you have to go down here to go take out Kellogg. So I have to come back before I can get it. Alright, well. Alright, Nick, you're now using a synth gun. Good for you.
I can't guarantee that that's the way that it actually works, but also that's not a half bad synth gun to give him as well.
I just gave him a bunch of stuff.
Long barrel, light scope. And I think that's the built-up stock as well. Either way, the synth thing looks cool, but is slightly less impressive in damage output than the normal one. Right. Anyway. Would you like me to be quiet for the big, thing here?
No, it's alright.
Alright, if you're sure. You missed.
This is the stairwell. You're seeing things after I'm doing
that's right. I'm like 2 or 3 seconds behind, so everything's a bit off for me. Yeah, that Strider's probably... Well, it's probably dead now, but beside the point.
Hey, look,
anyway, back where I was saying.
Well,
Perception 10 is concentrated fire.
Level 23. That unlocks at level 27. This unlocks at 31.
The level 10 perks range between kinda bad and really pretty good. Concentrated fire is at the really pretty good, and Pain Train's at the kinda bad. Concentrated fire is every time you've attacked on a specific body part over and over, adds an additional 10% chance to hit each previous time you've attacked it. So if you just unload a full magazine of Deliverer into this guy's leg, after the first 2 shots of missing or so, you're going to start hitting it consistently. Very consistently.
I like consistency.
Now, the baseline, that's a 10% boost to chance to hit, and that's woo. But the second level perk is at level 26 and makes it so not only is your accuracy increasing by 10%, your damage is increasing by 15%.
Kellogg's talking to me.
Oh no. If he's talking over the radios, I may need to be quiet.
I don't care. I mean, it's technically story dialogue, but I'm not.
Hey, look, fusion cells.
Pulse grenades.
You already grabbed those a bit ago. Did you remember to grab the hot plate?
I cannot carry very much stuff. If it isn't something I can use in the near capacity, it's not worth it. Unless it's ammo. Or glue.
But that's a good point. So yeah, the second rank does 15% more damage each time you attack the same body part.
Won't make it easy.
This means you just bat somebody's head a lot, and then switch over to someone else and do it a lot. And if you have Grim Reaper Sprint as well, let's just say Deliverer gets really dumb if you get maximum perception, maximum agility, and maximum luck. The final rank, though, another level 50 perk, is absolutely worth the fact that it's level 50, because it increases that accuracy change to 20%, and the damage to 20%. So while it is very much endgame material, it makes it so that anything that you shoot 5 times, the 5th shot's doing double damage, on top of everything else that you do bonus damage with. However, I'm going to have to take a moment again to go do something, and we'll be a few minutes.
Alright.
I'll return afterwards to finish the 3, well, more like 5 perks we have left, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 5 more perks left.
Yeah.
You just worry about giving Kellogg a piece of your mind.
Well, I'm giving him a piece of my ammo, but...
Some folks
Ooh, a helmet.
won't be bothering anybody now.
Chest piece. Synth field helmet. Left arm, left leg. Interesting. Hey, Nick.
I'll see what I can do.
Let me give you some stuff. You can have this cryo mine, and this frag mine, and this plasma grenade, and these pulse grenades. I'm not using them. But more importantly, have this synth stuff, because it looks neat. It actually does look really cool. Okay, where'd the other one go? One. Oh, there he is. Shock baton. Disappointment.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
You don't know what I want. Okay, maybe he does. Well, that's unfortunate. A little bit less, a little bit more. There we go. Now I have to pretend to be entertaining again. Sturdy stuff. And a camera. Ugh. Nick,
Hey,
you want to
there's
carry
something
some
you
shit
need?
again? Ugh. Why is everything so blinking heavy? I know why, because Nick came with me. I wouldn't be having this problem, but because I have a companion with me, my carrying weight went down. Mistakes were made. Oh well. Just give them stuff that's heavier than... Oh man, I didn't know cameras were 3 pounds. Yikes. Anything heavier than a single pound, I'm just going to give it to them. So I don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so circuit boards. Trifold American flag. Yaoguai hide. Cool. There. Alright, look out. Coming through. I don't think there's anything of actual value in here otherwise. So back out we go. Deathclaw hand. Teddy bear. Ceramic bowl. Nah. Oh, there you are. Have fun, Nick. Don't die. Huh, nothing really all that useful in here. But at least he's got a shower, I guess.
Just when I thought we were getting along. Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Alright.
That's the last of it.
Thanks for the present. Toolbox. Nope. There we go.
Yes.
We'll try to keep this on the lighter side. Is this where we come from? No. R. Oh, well, that's unhelpful. I won't say no to medicine. All right. I feel like there's a lot of different ways I can go and still kind of get where I want to be. Hey, look.
Yes.
Energy weapons bobblehead. 25% critical damage with energy weapons. So, interestingly enough, another thing that wants me to be using VATS. No other way for me to get to this room. So, bobby pins. I know I have a ton of you, but why do you keep breaking?
Yes.
I'll take them, but I'm not impressed. Oops.
Hello.
Movement detected. Fury, I have detected you.
Hey, the back.
Well, mostly me, but I do appreciate your company. Another synth chess piece. Interesting.
I'm all ears. Take a look.
Alright. Synth stuff some more. Nick, you can't just go walking through windows I don't fit through just because you can.
Old military fort. Not a bad place to operate from. Plenty of security.
That is true. That is true. I mean, you made that easy. Ooh. He didn't. But that's hardly to worry about. Hey, Nick.
The plan.
I give you some more of this armor. That's the plan. Lord knows I can't carry it all. Wait. Nick?
Heads up.
Go ahead. Here's what I've got.
I'm carrying something somehow that I don't think I meant to. There we go. There that is. Now we're back down to a reasonable one. That's going to be an interesting piece of armor potentially.
It's admirable. You are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Perhaps. You killed my wife and took my son. At the very least, I can return the favor for one of those things.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
Oh, I'm actually hurt. I should pay attention.
You want me to take a look at that terminal? Say the word.
I mean, I could open
Wait,
it.
machines.
I don't really want to. Ooh, 5mm rounds.
Sweet.
All right, after some time, I finally return.
Hey, you're not dead.
I have escaped the dreaded foe. But anyway,
Nick,
what
you
have I
made a
missed?
friend. Well, I'm almost done.
You're just looting around the area?
Not exactly. I have
Nick,
the passcode that would let me take the short way, but I have decided to go the long way on purpose.
By the way, I'm pretty sure after this mission, Nick is not essential anymore. Wait, no, he's
He isn't
still
even
a DLC
essential
character.
in the first place.
He's
Well,
not?
this all ended up
Nope.
being-
I don't have to take him. I took him along by accident and decided to just keep
No,
him.
I mean marked as essential in game.
Oh. You don't need to...
So I'm pretty sure he stops being immortal after a period of time.
Yeah, perhaps. My understanding was that all of the AI stay immortal for a while.
I had 5. Ha 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 ha. Took me a moment. Anyway, I have 5 perks that remain of explaining to do.
I believe so.
Have you made any mention of any of them? Not that you would be able to look at them right now.
I mean, I could open the perk tree. It's not that hard.
Yes, but I can still do them. After all, you're doing important story things.
That's true.
So,
Nice.
where was
A
I?
few fusion cells. That's not so nice, man.
You made it.
Endurance. Here we go, endurance 10.
Let's talk.
Endurance 10 is solar powered. And by that I mean that's the name of the perk. It works similarly to Night Person, using the exact opposite hours of operation, but it gives you 2 strength and 2 endurance.
I thought I had that.
From 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Let's hear it.
Granted, that's just the base level, but it's pretty convenient having a little bit more physical power and health
Pal,
during the day.
I'm just a puppet like you.
But then you get
Stage is
to
over there,
second
that's all.
level
Sounds good,
solar
kid.
powered at level 27,
You're
which
older than you expected.
does not do what Night Person did.
Only
Second level solar powered is being in sunlight slowly heals your radiation damage. Oh, would you look at that? A reason not to pick Ghoulish.
I guess
Already.
You know that much. Sean's in a good place. We're
But that's
safe,
not where the fun
comfortable,
comes in.
and loved.
Because at level
Place he
50,
calls home.
so a long time in the ancient past, or long distant future anyway,
Yeah, break the
sunlight
break the line of sight.
regenerates
Break
lost
the line of
health.
sight. I'll get there. I'll
So-
get there.
Theoretically, if you just put everything into one stat, it's
Come
not
on.
necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah, but
But you need to have basically the stars align for everything to work properly.
darn it, I
So,
can't change my outfit.
Solar powered is not as good as Night Person, let's be honest.
Nothing will stop
But
me.
the final rank of solar powered is usually where everybody puts their 50th level perk, because it's not a slow regeneration, it's 2 health per
If I was in
second.
your place, I like to think.
So during the day, you're
But
basically
I think we've been
unkillable
talking long enough. We both know how this has to end.
compared to normal anyway.
So,
There's just one itty-bitty problem.
ready?
Is it raining? No solar powered for you.
You know,
Is it cloudy? No solar powered for
in
you.
100 years,
Are you in a
when I
rad storm?
finally die,
Definitely no solar powered
I
for
only
you.
hope I go to hell, so I can kill you.
So while
all
it is
over again,
really,
piece of
really
shit.
good, it has some minor
Okay.
problems.
Don't mind
Yes.
me. Before he activates his thing.
Well, he's dead.
No, he's too strong to be dead from a critical to the head.
Oh no, I mean after the rest of the shots hit him, he's dead.
Yeah, I needed to make sure he died before he activated his stealth boy.
That's right, he
That's a
does that, and it
legitimate
is
concern.
highly inconvenient.
Yeah, he's really hard to hit then. It's annoying.
I don't think that Strider actually died.
Bastard won't be hurting anyone.
The first one, not the second one.
Take a look around. Get all the intel this place can hide.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan there, my friend. Terminal
What's this?
password.
Grab everything not tied
brain
down.
augmenter. 10 minutes.
By the way, I'm pretty
Mwahaha.
sure... Oh, right.
Refills your action points on a critical hit. I wonder why
Yeah,
that
doesn't
could
that
be
sound
useful.
familiar? Doesn't that
44
sound super
rounds.
duper lucky?
Yep. I'm taking all your stuff.
Now, the big problem with Kellogg's pistol is it's a 6-shot revolver, so... Yeah...
Don't mind me, I'm overburdened, but I don't mind
Or is it a
being
5-shot? I
overburdened when I'm
forget.
not going into direct combat.
Right. Anyway, back to the perk explanations as I was doing them.
Lug for you?
Charisma 10. By the way, you can probably go to that armory thing and loot it now, once you come out the elevator. Oops.
Cushion fiberglass combat armor left leg.
Ooh, fancy. So, Charisma
Nick.
10 is Intimidation.
I'm listening.
So I would explain this perk, but it's totally just the previous charisma perk, but for
I need-
people.
stand still so I can talk to you, damn it.
Here's what I've got.
No. Oh no. My view of your stream is buffering. I can't see what you're doing anymore.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm dropping frames something. My internet just went and died massively.
Well, we can still hear each other, so something's still getting out.
Yeah. All right. Actually, you know what? Carry the sword. The sword's heavy.
Rule number 1 of show business: the show must go on.
Yes.
But yes, the final charisma perk, intimidation, totally just wasteland whisperer for people, or you know, animal friend for people. Woo. Second rank 20, level 23, last rank level 50. A lot of these things, their final rank is at level 50.
And we grab ourselves
Because
another
they thought
book.
they had to be. Then you get down to Nerd Rage. And realize that Nerd Rage is a lot better than it has any right to be.
And yet also a lot
Intelligence 10.
worse.
Oh yeah, a lot worse. It's great and terrible and great and terrible.
Nick.
We know where your
So,
son is,
first
but
rank,
even I don't
when your
know
health
how to
drops
find
below
him.
a fifth,
They built
so you don't have very much health at the time, your armor goes up by 20. Physical armor, not energy armor.
weeds here. Time to
And
take
you
a
do
step
20%
back.
more damage.
Fresh eyes. Only person
Until
I
your
know
health
found a
goes
snoop
back
at the
above
Institute's
20%.
jail was Piper, reporter in
Also, you
Diamond
go
City.
through like a jet effect every time
Said
your
he
health
hit
goes
her
below
with
20%,
pockets through.
which can get really annoying.
I'll catch up later.
All right.
But
I'll see you
rank
in
2 at
Diamond
level
City.
31,
Don't worry.
that's now 30 damage resistance and 30% more damage. Hooray!
Hey, Valentine.
Don't worry, we'll get help.
Yeah.
Just head to Diamond City.
But the final rank, which sounds
I
super
messed up.
amazing.
He's still carrying all my stuff.
Is he leaving?
Yeah.
Oh no. How much stuff did you give him?
A lot.
Oh boy.
How do
Alright,
I
I
open
am
these
giving up
doors
on the...
again?
I'm giving up on watching the stream. I have closed that tab.
Okay.
It was infinitely buffering forever.
Yeah, that's because
Right.
my internet is just dead. Like right now, I'm dropping frames. Something fierce.
Have to cut things short on the final things here.
Yeah.
Which is a real shame because, oh, wait,
Hey, Valentine.
don't
I'll meet you in Diamond
that,
City.
me. Because you've just finished the Kellogg quest line portion.
Cannot fast travel from here. Of course not.
Well, let's just assume everything's still coming through fine and finish off Nerd Rage at least.
Yeah.
See, the final rank of Nerd Rage gives 40 additional armor, so 4 ranks of the other thing, except at level 50. And 40% more damage from all damage. But only when the effect is active. And whenever you make a kill with this active, it heals some of your health.
Oh yeah.
So it's hard to keep it on.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
Any perk that turns itself off as you use it is a bad perk. So first it seems like it's really great, and then it's bad. And it's good, and then it's bad.
I mean, effectively, it's basically a way for a high intelligence character to just go, I would like to not die when I run into a tight spot, please.
It's the desperate survival strategy.
Yeah.
For all the things your smarts couldn't help you out with before.
Oh my, you did not tell me he had an amazing armory in here.
Amazing what now?
I'm yoinking all of the stuff that's in his armory right now.
Oh yes, Kellogg's Armory is full of some good stuff.
He is a fat man in a rapid fire laser thingy, and yikes.
He might even have an assault rifle.
No, he didn't.
It's pretty rare though. Should I do the other 2 perks, or should I leave them for later?
We can finish them up, sorry. Because I'm not going to end the stream. It's gotten back to normal now. I imagine...
No sense ending the stream over a little hiccup.
Yeah. I imagine I can guess
Yeah.
exactly what the problem is. Because...
Most likely.
The boys are over. And they're probably watching something upstairs and overloaded the internet.
Small town internet is terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway. Agility 10. Gun Fu, because we're on the puns today, apparently.
Yep. Don't you love puns?
So, normally when you read through every list of perks, this is the second last list of perks you read. Obviously.
Yeah.
It's where we wound up here. It's the second last perk we're reading.
I mean, unless you're looking at to specifically read what your dominant perk can do.
See, Gun Fu is for the player who doesn't want to do concentrated fire.
I would beg to differ, but proceed with your logic.
Because Gun Fu is do 25% more damage to your second VATS target, and your third VATS target, and your fourth. These need to be different targets. So, of course, the second guy will take 25% more damage. Woo. The third guy will also do it, and yada yada yada. That's pretty good. But the second rank perk says the third target will take 50% chance, well, 50% more damage instead.
Yep.
And the fourth, and the fifth, and blah 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 blah.
You were wrong about that little room. I need to actually...
Well, there's probably a terminal somewhere in there.
I found the terminal. It's advanced.
Oh.
And I am not.
Right. The second rank perk of this, however, is at level 26.
Where's the
Not
door?
super hard to get, but still pretty nice. Then you get the final one. The third rank of this, at level 50. Your fourth VATS target, and everybody after them, automatically is given a free critical hit. Every single one.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
So the moment you have 4 or more opponents, this perk will do instant critical hit damage to the fourth and extra people from there on.
Alright.
Here's the fun thing. There's only one way you can actually make this work with concentrated fire. And that is to have 4 people and shoot the first guy, the second guy, the third guy, and the fourth guy, and then shoot the first guy again.
I see.
Because it only cares about your VATS chain. As long as it's a different target from the first target, it's fine. So 2 opponents you can't kill in one hit, shoot them both in the head twice. That last guy will take a critical hit.
And that is where I make the argument that it's perfectly fine to take it with concentrated fire.
But if you're using a heavy damage weapon, I guess it still kind of makes sense, because then you're going to aim at the same body part that you did the first time for the first guy and the second guy and so on. It means the weakest hit that you do is actually to your third target, entertainingly enough.
Potentially. It depends on how many shots you have available.
Well, if you're using the Deliverer with its 9, 10 shots per full VATS bar.
Right now.
Yeah. Usually if you just pick 2 stats, put them to 10, and put everything else to 2, I think it is. You can wind up getting a pretty good build out of this.
So if you set one stat to 10, everything else will be at 3. Set a second stat to 10, and everything else
except for 1 is at 2.
1 will be at 2.
And that last one will be at 1. So you just pick Perception and everything else is at 2. No, you make perception the one that's only a 1, and then everything else will be a 2.
Nikki Valentine
But then
walks
you
into my
still get the
house.
special book.
What can I say, Piper?
And you've already seen what can happen with intelligence with the special book and alcohol involved.
Make it work,
Rain
mister.
down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy?
And then we get to the final perk, the very last one. Luck 10, Ricochet. Enemy ranged attacks will sometimes not hit you and instantly kill them by bouncing back. The lower your health from your maximum, the higher the chance that this will happen.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I've been investigating these creeps for over
This
a
is
year
affected
now.
by your luck. So if you have equipment and other things that make your luck higher, like
True enough.
Party Boy, giving your luck
Sometimes
an
they
additional
snatch
3
people
with
in the
alcohol,
night, and
you
sometimes
can
they
have
leave
it where
old
you're at
sensors
half
to remind
health
us that they're out there.
and an enemy can't
day,
kill you and they're
There's one
killing
thing that
themselves
really
off of you.
matters.
Where the Institute
This only
actually
works with
is,
guns.
or how to get in.
But then you add in Rooted, and your melee enemies are disarming themselves when
The
they
guy
hit
who
you.
just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Needless to say, you're going to need a lot of health for this to be a successful thing at 50% health, but that's still pretty good.
We can talk to him.
The second rank of this perk,
Seance?
at level 29, so almost at the point where you're getting the third and fourth ranks of every other perk,
Brains blown out by an avenging
most
parent.
other perks,
Huh.
is that the chance
Great
increases.
ending if we didn't still have
The base
this
chance
mystery in the
increases.
Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't going to talk.
I don't exactly know the numbers of this part,
Gets his
because I
brains
haven't read that much into it. I probably should have.
his brains.
But
You
needless to
know,
say, it's
he may
a
not be the
significant
man at
difference
You're talking crazy here, Nick.
over what it used to be.
Fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor
Then you get
called
the final
Memory
rank.
Den.
This is a level
You
10
live
perk,
the
so of
past
course
moments
it is a
in your
level
body as clear as the
50
day they happened.
third final
Anyone
rank.
could get a dead brain to sing. It'll be Dr.
When
Amari,
a
the
ricochet
mind
shot
behind the memories.
goes back and kills an enemy,
Yeah.
there's a chance that it will also fill your critical meter.
Yeah.
Jesus, Nick.
I know it's grisly, but what choice?
Now, this is not going to happen very
Actually,
often
I
and
think I already have something.
stuff,
Kellogg had
but
this
it's still pretty
thing
funny
attached to his
when
head.
someone fires a missile or a fat man, and then you watch it bounce off of you and hit them in the face.
Or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth.
And then you get a crit off of it as well.
Come on.
I have to go to the memory den either way. I'm going to introduce you to Amari. If you want to head
I'm
there
not
together,
entirely
just say
sure, but
so.
there may actually be builds where you just make yourself have a
Let's get
whackload
going.
of endurance
Don't worry.
and just walk around watching the hostile enemies just kill themselves.
Few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me.
Not sure how well it would work though,
Hey,
because I'm pretty sure the
See what I
chance
can do.
never really reaches 100% off of Ricochet.
Hey, he still has all my stuff. I would like to have it all back, please. Now that we're in town and I can sell the stuff that I want to sell, and
Here.
I have so much
Alright.
fun stuff to play with.
Rank 1.
Come on.
Alive under all
The base
these
chance is 1% for automatic weapons and 5% for non-automatic weapons. At rank 2, this is a 2% chance
Even good people
and
do
a
crazy
7%
things when they're
chance.
scared.
This is from full health.
What, sir? My dad says outside is two people.
However, there's a problem.
You see that big blimp?
If
What's
you
the Brotherhood of Steel?
are accidentally shot from a friendly target and it activates this, they die too.
How's the noodles game, Jack?
My friends say outside.
But there's an itty bitty problem. So eventually, late game, you start getting enemies with over 100 health.
Ah, yes, 100 health enemies.
Those enemies will need to have 40% or less of their maximum
Let's see
health
what you've
for
got.
the perk to instant kill them.
Wait, I forgot to
Otherwise,
change
it
out
does
of
100
stuff.
damage. This does mean that you can kill 800 health enemies when they have 300 health left.
Kellogg's outfit is a 30-30 armor set, by the way.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just there's better by that point.
Yep.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase. It's what I live for.
Yes, Percy, it
Let's see what you
definitely is
have.
what you live for. I feel like there's someone
Now,
having
the
a
thing I
fight behind me.
find suspicious
Yep.
is nowhere on the wiki is there a description of how much your reduced health affects the perk.
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird.
Really suspicious.
Do I care? Ooh, it's recon. I can't recon.
Still, a very interesting and very fitting final perk
True.
in the luck tier of things. Oh boy. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what?
Okay, never mind. I thought that I had somehow messed up my screen settings. I had zoomed in by accident on the perk chart.
Oh, I see.
Needless to say, there are a lot of very different builds you can make. A lot.
Trying to make things easier on the poor robot by not taking all of his money. So I guess I'm not selling anything. Or, well, it's not true. I'm not selling any ammo. There, that should do it. Probably still overburdened though, because it's still nighttime. Okay. Alright.
Now,
Eh.
some of the things you can do with this game, in particular, is there's this one building in Boston that if you wait to go there until you're level 3,
Yep.
there will be a full, unupgraded mind you, set of XO1 power armor.
Yes.
You just have to fight a sentry bot for it.
That's not the worst thing in the world.
At level 30, it's doable, but still quite challenging.
This was a chess piece.
Unless you're
right?
on the higher
Yes.
difficulties, in which case, cheese it. Cheese it like a boss.
Extra cheese all the time.
You need some extra mozzarella on that.
I have almost a full set of synth armor. And one of them is a pocketed no wait, that's the leg. Leaded laminated synth chest piece.
Laminated synth armor. I forget if that's
I don't know what level
top
that
tier or
is.
third tier.
Let's take a look. Laminated is the first upgrade.
Oh, okay, so it's
Okay.
somewhat better than nothing.
Ready to serve whenever you feel like talking.
Alright. Time to investigate. What's my inventory at right now? Way too much. There's got to be a stove here somewhere.
Gotta accept life on its terms, you know? Something bad happens, just say yes to it.
Something bad happens, just say yes to it. Okay, Solomon. Alright, I have turned on auto walk. We're going to be moving really slowly for a little while. So,
I would walk 5,000 years.
have we got all of the perks done now? I think we do.
That sounds like all the base game perks. There's the magazine perks, but they're not technically perks.
Yeah, and then there's also the companion perks, and you just have to get them to like you enough.
Yes, or just, travel with them at the time, and then that's always active.
Well, no. Um, it's not active until they like you. You have to get them to like you. You have them traveling with you and you do stuff that they like.
Okay.
And that's how you make them become your friend. And then when you unlock the perk, you have it permanently once you have it permanently at max level once you have them at max they like you. There
So
we
even
go.
if you do something that makes them hate you later,
Mm-hmm.
everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, but the magazines. This game has 5, 6 different kinds of magazines.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that. There's a series of unique magazines. What that means is that they do, it's technically they're considered a series, but they do only one thing. Is that
Yeah.
coming from the left or the right?
See, you might have
I don't
noticed
think
the
it matters.
Grognak comics and stuff. As far as I know, Grognak is one of the 2 comics that don't change with every issue you pick up.
Something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Okay. I have a plan.
Needless to say, Grognak is always your crit damage percent.
With melee.
With melee. So at first glance, it doesn't seem like
Look,
all that
a
much,
weapon
but
stealer.
Messy death. I got it all.
Hi, Cricket.
Hey, Cricket.
Got a hankering
if
for
you're
a
going to be
melting
running
face.
around with
You're
a
a girl.
blitz build,
Let's see what you
Grognak
have.
comics
Just
are
think
your
how
bread and butter.
good
You
it'll feel
need
holding one
those.
of these.
Because
Okay.
eventually you're going to find someone who doesn't die from a sneaky knife in the back.
What if I want them to die from a sneaky knife in the back?
Too
Okay.
bad.
What is the difference between this and the one I am currently using? This one has a recon scope. Here, you can have this one.
Recon scope goes, I have marked a target.
And now I know where it is. Forever! Hooray!
Forever. Which means if you mark somebody that you're not planning to kill, it can cause some wonderful latency problems with your game.
Actually,
as it continues to remember who they are as long as they're in range.
I don't think it's that serious of an issue. Good thing I remembered
This is
to
not
make sure
that
not
bad,
to...
but it's...
I didn't expect to run into someone, so I almost went walking around in the Commonwealth in not armor. So this is a good thing I stopped, eh?
I just about fell victim to the ancient disaster of forgetting I do not have Blitz. And I almost lost like 3 hit points. It would have been so bad.
Right, I really don't have anything that I can sell to improve my carrying function. But I'll buy a bunch of bullets, I guess.
Right, anyway, we are done the perks. I will need to do a few things, so I think I will sign off now.
Sounds good to me. I will talk to you in the future.
Okay. Well, goodbye then.
Alright, see you later. Huzzah. I think he might be entirely gone. And I hear the radio. Which means if I don't hurry up, I could have a problem in the near future. I need to sell more stuff. Well, I don't need the 50 cals yet, so let's do that. Just have to accept I'm carrying too much stuff that's too heavy. Okay, let's sell magazines, I guess. Pain inhibitor. Folder. I know the folder doesn't have any weight, but... Don't I have more overdue books on this character? Oh well, whatever. Hey Cricket, do you like cigars? I guess not so much. Huh? I'm almost there. Oh right, I can sell random stuff as well. Mentats. Sure. I have 2 caps. Maybe a bit of a rough life to run around with, but I've got plenty of time to raid stuff. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Still can't... Wait. I have an easy solution to this problem.
Heads up.
I'm listening. Whatever you need.
What I need to do is get back to town so that I can modify and or reduce what I'm carrying. So just carry a bunch of stuff for me, buddy. Fine. Carry my armor too. We're gonna fast travel anyway. And hopefully there won't be any combat when we get there. So first I'll cook a bunch of stuff. That'll reduce my inventory significantly, which is a good thing. Okay. Give me all your junk. Whoops, that was the wrong button.
That's so long as you're carrying it.
Yes, that is the plan, Nick. That is the plan. Okay. Sure, we'll make a soup. We can make a vegetable soup. Roast. We cannot make a game-breaking roast because I currently don't have a carrot. Because I just used it in the soup. Ah. Boo. Should always make the game-breaking stuff first, just to be safe. Okie dokie. Done cooking. Inventory. Might as well put on my intended clothes. Let's go for a little jog, Nick. Still processing all my cooking. Oh, I left all the doors open. That's hazardous. Okay. Now, Nick, where you at? I tried the summoning trick, it didn't work. Where are you at, Nick? There you are.
Heads up.
What's the plan? If I got it.
I'll just take back all my stuff. It's fine if I'm carrying too much. It really wants me to go to Cambridge Polymer Labs. This is not the first time that's come up. Okay. Let's see here. Let's put all this synth stuff in here. That seems like a good choice. Alright, now how are we doing? Okay, that's fine. And then nothing left to dump, which means I'm carrying way too much stuff. I can't justify using the Justice anymore. It's time to put her in the box. Goodbye, Justice. Do we got a 44 in here? No. Alright, so let's take a look at some of our things. So we got... Let's look at that. So we got the Deliverer with the ridiculous VATS boosts. We should be putting points in agility to start compensating for that to make it more powerful, as well as getting the useful VATS perks. We have this lucky Chinese officer sword, so that critical shots do double damage right off the bat, and the critical meter feels 15% faster. That's nice. It'd be nicer for our high luck character, but it's nice. Old Faithful does double damage if the target is at full health. Also nice. It's a great entry rifle. It's something you want to turn into a high-end sniper rifle. Righteous Authority. Again, critical shots do double damage and the critical meter fills faster. So having this and this together, if we decide to buff our luck, is a good combo. Spray and Pray. Explosive silenced machine gun. I don't think I need to say anything else. But a lot of this other stuff is just trash at this point. So, you know. This thing's nice. Aside from the weird thing on the end. It's like, why do I need that? But whatever. Combat knife. So we got our close combat weapon, mid-range weapon, and now we have a new mid-range option in the form of Kellogg's pistol, a literal hand cannon. Let's see what we can do to it. It's not even enhanced to do more yet. Okay, well, we need to be third level gun not to do anything super impressive with it. But let's go ahead and throw that on there. Bull barrel is max level, so that's done. Comfort grips max level, so that's done. Standard sights is not. So we can get a scope, seems a bit much, or reflex sights. And then a recon scope if we go into gun nut level 4. I think reflex sights is fine. So, that seems like a solid deal. Yeah, can't get a better barrel. Can only get, the receiver can be upgraded twice. So, we've got a high-end revolver now. So that should really be in our number 3 slot. Well, let's rearrange our positions. Let's take a look here. Alright. You are currently in number 3. Let's put you in number 4. And you are currently nowhere. We'll put you in number 3. So, we have this pistol. If we want a ton of shots against enemies that are probably not, that we don't need to use high caliber ammo for. And this pistol for things that are really big and we would like to fall over now, please. And then some rifles for some long range options. So I'd say we're doing pretty solid. There's only one last thing I want to do, and that is switch this from shadowed to polymer, because why would I leave it not maxed out? Okay. And can I get... Yeah, you just can't be anything better. Can we make you not pocketed? Do we have a better choice for the legs? Cushioned, reduces falling damage. Lead lined. Muffled, reduces detection from moving. That's not terrible. Custom fit. Sprinting takes less AP. I actually kind of like that better. Increased movement speed while sneaking. Or ultra light build. Greatly reduced weight and increased AP bonus. Wouldn't these two be mutually exclusive, and wouldn't this one technically be better? I mean, they could be. So, what about the other leg I do have? It's just lighter. That's kind of crud. Well, if we're going to put pockets, let's make them deep pockets. And if we're going to deep pocket one, we might as well deep pocket the other one. The arms are braced, and that's fine. I believe that is for limb damage reduction. Reduces additional melee damage while blocking. Well, that's not so great. Reduced limb strength and is reduced limb damage. Alright. I shouldn't be able to muffle my arms. That's obviously an error. Stabilized. That's what we want. Alright, well, we'll aim for that next. We need more glue before we can do that, though. Alright. Let's go to the other really good place on the map to go. And that's Good Neighbor. Hancock's a pretty decent guy. He's still a minion, a companion, so not a fan. But it is what it is. Just a second here. I have... I need to just... I got a text message about something. I may have to end the stream temporarily. When I say temporarily, the reason why I'm getting this text message is I am going to need to drive my sister, who does not drive, to the hospital tomorrow morning. But she needs to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning. And so I, as a designated driver, is going to have to take care of that. It's a hour and a half long drive from our town to the hospital she needs to go to. I'm going to just save quickly here. So, for perspective, I'm taking a major highway for most of that drive. It's 110 kilometers an hour. Or for people from the States, that's 65 miles an hour. So that's like 90 miles or 150, 160 kilometers away to get to that hospital, which is a bit ridiculous. Oh, they're talking over there. That's kind of cute. But yeah, so what my plan is, I'm going to be up all night tonight. So I'm thinking I might start a second stream around about midnight and go from there. But that's not a promise, that's just a maybe. So by all means, feel free to skip out on that one if you're not interested. But I won't be doing this, I'll be doing something else. Let me just see. I got a response. Not even from the person I sent it to. All right. This is what happens when my mom tries to use short form text messaging. All right, so they were just verifying that I was taking my sister to the hospital. So I'm going to have to go out in about an hour to meet with them to finish up the plans and then go from there. So, yeah, I figured rather than try to sleep tonight and get up at 3 a.m. in order to go pick my sister up at 4 a.m. to get her to the hospital in time, I would just go out and just go.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace.
Okay. So, let's get in here and at least get this introduction done. I don't think I'm going to progress it further than that. I did miss watching the Pridwin fly in because I didn't sit and wait for the blimp. But I don't care. It's primarily because I didn't take the elevator, so.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Is there a radio playing anywhere?
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're in the railway. What's this all about?
Ooh, cool. I can take everything. I like this place. I'll take your dirty water too, please. Do you have a carrot?
Doctor, it's time for you to reverse death itself.
What?
I wouldn't have put it quite that way, but it's true. We need a dead man's memories. Guy named Kellogg.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's
Ooh,
this?
that smile.
This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, a brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Hooray! We did all that work for why?
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
How am I supposed to play the game if I keep my fingers crossed? I can't even push the buttons. My fingers become twice as fat. Ah, well, whatever. This is an easy bit. I believe it's mostly just cutscenes. Maybe a little bit of interaction, but nothing serious. Oh, look. A familiar logo. Also, did anyone other than me start to think that this logo looks a little bit like the Umbrella Corporation logo?
Migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Hooray! Brain surfing! I need some Beach Boys right now. But if I played it, it would get copyrighted and that would ruin this entire experience. Also, this is very white.
Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There.
Ooh.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
I'm walking on nerves.
Turn down the goddamn radio!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Oh man, he's got a lot of Grognak comics.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio. All useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
Da 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 da.
Try that one.
This is an interesting little segment they did, but it's kind of silly at the same time.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it, and it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about her before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
His name is Connie Kellogg.
You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
So now you get a little bit of sympathy with Kellogg, and they want to make you feel bad for killing him.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't
I found
there
another memory
to help them.
I'll connect you.
Well, his family got killed, and so, yeah, like he said, he would do just like me. And he did. Boy, that's something else.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I came from that way.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming.
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
System off. Shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Hooray!
Manual override initiated.
How's now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth? If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
When they opened it, everyone thawed out. Not just me and my wife, everyone.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, babe.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm on. How's now the Institute's main operator in
Oh,
the
same thing.
Commonwealth? If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. Do it once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Well, that was unfortunate and very sad.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business
No button.
before too long.
The hidden room should be here.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
Dun dun dun.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Oh, glitched out Corsair. Nice.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old
No, I
man's.
don't care.
Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
How do I leave? Ah. The TV. Computer. Whatever.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Hooray, upstairs. Well, I now have the most ridiculous part of this quest, and that is, of course, finding Virgil in the glowing sea. So that makes things bonkers.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I'm gonna head out on my own from here, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Hooray! Bye, Nick. I don't want your creepy Kellogg-infused brain with me. Yikes. That actually was, in fact, very creepy, and I really don't want to deal with that. Okay. So we're in Good Neighbor. We have some decent equipment. We could push forward with the quest, but we really do need better equipment to really get anywhere effectively. Like, obviously, Brian Virgil must exist somewhere, or at least a record book of his. Otherwise, this wouldn't have even been an option. So, the third rail, huh? A clever one, that one. Okay. We will stay here. We're going to save. Yes, please. And we're going to call that a night. Like, yikes. Let's just go like so. We can sit on the loading screen. Whew. Well, that was something else. And just between you and me, I was only really half paying attention to what V was saying when we were talking about perks. Apparently splitting my attention between the game and him, bad idea. Not very smart, no. So, again, the plan is, possibly, to throw myself into a midnight stream. Because, again, I need to be picking up my sister at 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's just easier to stay awake. Especially since I work tomorrow anyway. The other reason why I'm considering doing a midnight stream is if I do that, or if I'm going to stay awake anyway, I might not be functional by tomorrow's planned stream. As I'll be home probably 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Phew. Yeah, I'll probably need the day to sleep in order to make sure I'm functional at work, or else I'm gonna die. Ugh. Either way, I'd say this was a good time. We will, again, try for a midnight stream. We won't play more of this, or if I do, I won't be playing as Will. but I'm thinking I might play as one of my roguelikes. So, I shall see you later. Have a good night.